6,000. And it's staying on green. Okay.
Maybe you just needed some time to think about it.
Yes. I think somebody in one of my roommates was downloading something.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just like a big ass thing that they were downloading. But I think we're good. Oh my god. Okay, I think we're good now.
Alrighty.
Oh my god. Thank you for being so patient. Holy cow.
No problem, dude. I get it. My internet is also really shitty sometimes, so.
As long as as long as it's perfect here, like that's all I care about. Yay. Boy. And then let me know if you see me on. Hopefully it'll show that we're on. But yeah, so what was funny was I held the reset button and I just held it for like 10 seconds and then I let it go and it just flashed that it was on. We're talking like 5 minutes after. I'm like, shit. So then I unplug it, count to 10 seconds, then I plug it back in, then all of a sudden it started kind of tinkering but started going like really slow.
Yeah.
And I was like, what did I just do?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, sometimes my internet, whenever it starts getting a little bit sluggish, we have to just completely restart it. And it'll take, like, 15 minutes to boot up because I guess it's got to get, like, the updated drivers and stuff.
Maybe that's it.
Working fine. Because if you don't, like, restart it or if you don't have, like, an app connected to your router as well, you have to update the drivers through that way.
So that's what... I'm betting that's what it was. Jeez. And I defeated the hamster, too, so... the hamster in the wheel.
Oh.
I had to give him food and water so I could keep running.
Okay, I think it's on now.
Yay! Okay, we're in business. We are in business. And I'm assuming that's you with the host?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, I'm making sure. Hope it doesn't echo. Don't echo back at me, please. Oh gosh. I hate when you pull up Twitch and it just starts echoing back at you.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So Kristen wrote me. She goes, okay, so if I'm on track, I think I am. Your stream seems to sometimes stream at only 1080 when you're doing your interviews. That might be what's making you lag. There are some things in OBS that can lower that and not affect the quality of your stream. Might fix the laggy issues.
Yeah, this is true too. I stream at 720 because my internet literally can't handle.
Hey, Water. Nomad Boba. Oh no, I have to mute Kaylee's stream. Hold on. How's it going? Oh my god, it took forever and I had to reset routers and all that stuff. Sorry guys, but welcome.
But we're here now.
Yes.
We are doing it.
And we are in a green box with no frame skipping. But how have you been? How was dinner?
My dinner?
Yeah.
We had the cursed Italian, the Olive Garden.
Oh.
So I had fettuccine alfredo.
Nice.
It was good.
Kristen, you're good. So Kristen, I was reading your thing just now about the frames. I might have to look into that, like lowering the frames. Let's say it was not stable. Yeah. Nomad, it was pretty bad. On my end. 100% on my end.
Yeah, I was like messaging him on Discord because he's my computer man, and I was like, "What do I do?"
Oh, I meant dinner. Okay,
no.
The dinner wasn't stable. Okay, well, I mean there was endless breadsticks, so you have to cut it off somewhere.
Oh no, we didn't actually eat there. We get to go. We don't eat at restaurants because we're antisocial.
Oh, I'm kind of there. Bad chicken. Be careful with that. If you get bad chicken, that stays with you forever.
Oh my goodness. Ew.
Yeah, my stepdad got salmonella. Virus is still in him.
I've never gotten it. I think I've steered clear of that. But I do have reptiles, so I have to be careful.
You have reptiles?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well, I have a bearded dragon. I want a snake, but
I know somebody with a bearded dragon. Interesting. Narkval, she has that bearded dragon.
Yes.
Yeah,
I've noticed Nargval's little emotes. They're
yeah.
cute.
Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, so what happened was at Chili's. I was eating at Chili's. My family and I must have been like 14, but I guess the chef, whoever it was, didn't wash his hands after he used the bathroom. Made me a Philly cheesesteak
Oh,
sandwich.
no.
Made my stepdad chicken something something. An hour after we eat, barf and just onions coming out of my nose
Oh,
and stuff like that.
no.
Never had a Philly cheesesteak since. He's
No. He's like, oh,
special.
that
Hit his head on the glass too many times.
He's like, oh, my bearded dragon.
Uh, Man, that is cool. I didn't realize how common that was for bearded
For a
dragons.
bearded dragon.
Yeah.
I think they're getting more common now.
Yeah.
Than what they were.
All right. So looks like we're into it. Sorry about the delay. But I want to help. I want to welcome my special guest, PureArkaidia. You are my guest this week on the streamer interview. So good to have you.
Thank you, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
So let's get into it. Well, we've got the hamster running on the wheel. All right. What got you into gaming?
I've been gaming since I was a little tot. My dad used to game with me a lot. I think my first console was like a Dreamcast, I want
Oh,
to say.
nice.
So yeah, we would play on that, and then like my neighbor, they had kids around my age, and we'd go over there and blow into the cartridges and shit, and just fire that up and play on that. So me and my dad really we were playing for most of my childhood, and then it just kind of stuck with me throughout childhood.
Oh, nice. Water says Arcadia is a little low. Is there anything I can do to raise you?
I probably need to do that myself.
Okay. She's not too low. She's like 5'9". Okay. Jeez.
I'm 5'6".
Got those giant those giants. I know some tall girls that have bearded dragons, believe me. The bot, I had to restart the computer, Water. It was such a mess, so I don't have the sound effects on. I'm so scared to do anything right now other than this.
Don't upset the hamster.
Yeah, you're good. What was the first game you played?
Oh gosh. That I don't know if and I'm sure you've watched the streams, and I have a memory of about 5 seconds. So, the first game I ever played, oh gosh. I don't know, because I remember playing, there's this game called Ty or something like that, with a tiger or something.
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Yeah, I
Yes.
remember playing that a lot when I was a kid. And Ratchet and Clank. Those two come to memory when I think of first game I ever played.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you were definitely. Thanks for the host, by the way, whoever that was. You're definitely like a PS3, well, Dreamcast to PS3 era player. Okay.
I've definitely started playing more when the PlayStation started getting made, but I can't really remember that far back to like Dreamcast and stuff. I just know
okay.
My dad let me play.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Let's see. And then, how long you've been streaming on Twitch?
I've been streaming on Twitch since late January is when I started.
Okay.
Because I remember all my friends from the Discord were starting to stream, so I was like, I'm gonna hop on that too. So yeah, I think it was like January 24th or something. I don't know. I wrote it in my journal. I keep a Twitch journal where I write down everything since I have a
Oh, wow.
fish.
Wow.
So it's somewhere in there, but January something. And she's the only one that survived so far.
Aww. So what do you write, like if you get rated, if you get like high numbers, like what goes in the journal?
Let me see what I got here. It's a
Sneak
mystery.
peek.
Let's see. So yeah, I've written I've written like big firsts and stuff. Like so stream started January 28th is when I started my stream, and I hit affiliate March 8th.
Nice.
And then I have like all my first subs and stuff, and then I have like ideas for the stream.
That is smart.
And milestones, and like if I, like a bunch of my people in my chat, they'll be like, you need to look this up, and I'll be like, I'll do that after stream, and then I'll just forget. So I've started writing it down when they tell me to look stuff up. so that I can do that.
That's smart. And it sounds like you have future goals in there as well.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I think it's in my milestones.
Agro, how's it
I have
going?
Hello.
Hmm.
uh, oh yeah, I have definitely some milestones in here that I have yet to get to.
Yes.
That are in the works.
It's funny. I keep a ton of these books around, and I just write in them all the time. I do artwork in this, but I have another one that it's like yours, where I've got milestones that I want to hit, or like emote ideas or channel ideas.
Yeah.
I've been doing this since 2019, and I always tell everyone to keep one with them, and that is
Yes,
super smart.
absolutely.
Super
Yeah, and
smart.
then I have like a list app on my phone because I just like to make lists. But like
Oh,
I'll be sitting in bed at like 5 in the morning.
yep,
And then
right
have to
there.
write it down.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, oh, okay, I don't want to get up to get my journal. I have to put it in my phone instead.
Nerds writing instead of typing. No, man, I write it, like I'll write it in there, and then I type it in my phone, and then when I have to
I
switch
do that.
journals, I transcribe everything back onto the other
I
book.
do that too.
Yeah.
I do that too. Writing it just seems way more like it's set in stone, so you gotta do it if you write it down.
Yeah,
You
and
took that time to write it down.
yes, and you're putting it out there in the world. It's like an idea that you're physically putting out, like, in the world. That's the way I see it.
Yes, you manifest the good energy, the good
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah, exactly. Because it's just, I'm an old soul, I guess. Like, that's why I'm doing it.
I've always been a writer, though. I always liked writing stuff down, so.
Yeah.
And I have so many uncompleted journals.
Oh.
It's like one of my goals in life is to complete an actual journal and get to the end of it.
Oh man, yeah, I don't think I've ever finished one of those books. It's just I kind of rip the pages out and just like, and then I have to switch to something else. It's funny. Maybe it's an Irish thing. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
because we're both Irish. Yep.
How much Irish exactly are you?
So, my grandma's first generation, and my mom is of course second generation. But my grandpa, her husband. I know he's Irish too, so there's, I would say 75% Irish, 25% American Indian.
That's about my ratio, I would say, as well.
Yeah.
My grandpa on my dad's side, he is like almost full-blooded Native American though.
Wow.
So yeah, yeah, it's really interesting talking to him and getting his stories, but yeah, so I'm definitely like 75% Irish, I think. I think that's around what my dad said.
It's so funny. Like you and I are like, so meeting you, it's like your quirks and stuff like that. You're literally a cross between Narkval and I. Like you're just like, both of our traits are just like in you. Like,
what does that mean? I'm the love child?
I guess. Bearded.
What quirk are we referring to? Oh, the bearded dragon thing?
Bearded dragons, American Indians, journals.
Yeah, gotcha.
Irish, stuff like that. It's just like you are literally all those, like you're like the manifestation of both of us together. Like that is hilarious. Well, how does a journal like that properly end? I don't know, because I'm afraid. What if you end a journal and then what if that ends you? Like that's what I'm scared of. Like I don't want to end it.
God, like it's like a weird version of Death Note.
Yes, so that's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to end it as much as I just want to rip the pages out first.
I used to watch so many like journal flip throughs on YouTube of people just flipping through their journals, and now I like thinking back, I honestly can't tell you how they ended. So
It's a good thing. It's kind of like when a TV show ends. I'd rather it just end and just go off season than have a finale where it's just like, this is where it ends. Like I'd rather just go, oh, okay, well that was the last episode, and then
wrap up the loose ends, and that's it.
Let's see. And what was the first game that you ever streamed?
It was. I actually don't stream it on stream anymore. It was Valorant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't stream Valorant anymore, just because like I think a large part of who I am as a streamer is interacting with chat. So like I feel like FPS games, like oh, I thought it was Crunker. No, it was not Crunker. FPS games, it's a lot harder for me to read chat. So I just kind of stopped playing that and playing more chill games where I can look over at chat and pause if I need to.
Yeah, Stardew Valley.
Yes.
Yep. Let's. Sorry, I'm just going through my notes here. What is the origin of your screen name?
PureArkaidia. So back when Tumblr was really, really big.
Oh wow.
Probably, yeah. I think I was 15 or 16, But me and my friend were like, we're gonna go get big on Tumblr. And I was like, okay, but we need one of those super edgy names, like the
Oh,
cool name, have a cool word in it. And so we looked up for like 4 hours cool words. We looked up cool words, and I found Arcadia, which just means paradise
oh,
or a place of peace. So I was like, pure Arcadia, pure paradise.
pure
That's me.
peace.
Pure peace. So then it just kind of stuck, and I was actually going to be Arcadia on Twitch, but somebody already has that name because my name is slowly shortened down to just Arcadia. So.
Do you think that's where they? I thought it was based around arcades, like places where you go to play
Yeah,
video
I
games.
mean that's a cool take on it too. I mean, I didn't even really think about that if I'm being honest, but yeah, no, because I spell it weird. From the original word is actually spelled like Arcadia,
Hmm.
and then my name's Kaylee, spelled Kailey. So I just inserted my name in there, and I was
Smart.
like,
That
this
is
word
pretty
is
cool.
mine now.
Now you've got me wondering: did they purposely name arcades where the video games were as a place of peace
Oh,
or paradise?
I
You've
don't
got
know
me
if that'd
thinking
be a good marketing technique on their
that
part. Now I need to open up an arcade called Pure Arcadia. Now
that.
you've done did it. Let me write it down in my journal real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah. There you go. Do you have a specific mascot for your channel, or if not, is there one that you are building towards?
The ghost is definitely my mascot of my channel. Um, like my whole thing is basically branded around spooky stuff, and I thought it was gonna be a cat mascot. But then I was like, I started drawing a ghost, and so the ghost is just kind of stuck, and everyone else seems to really like the ghost, so
Yeah.
it doesn't have a name yet. That's something that is being left up to whoever. But yeah, definitely the little ghost carrying the heart around. That's my mascot.
Oh, carrion. Carrion.
Yeah,
That's
it carries the heart.
Carrion. Carrion. That it's a
Carry-
that's a it. There's a like a '90s song by Fiona Apple, I believe, called "Carry On."
Oh yeah, 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 I know what you're talking about.
So I don't know. I was think there's a I don't know. My brain was just going there for a sec. I'm sorry. Yeah, Iggy, what's going on? Carry on. Yeah, carry on. The ghost. I don't know. Let's see. Arcade comes from the usage meaning a covered passageway with shops and stalls on either side, which somehow got adopted according to Google. Interesting.
What?
Yeah, your FBI open up alert actually legitimately scares me. I remember I was playing Call of Duty, and I was listening to you in the background, and I hear the FBI open. I was like, it is hard
I
to
feel
shake
like
me.
sometimes I feel like sometimes it does scare a lot of people away because they'll just be like, "Oh, it's a chill stream,"
Oh
and then
yeah,
that just hits it.
Stardew Valley and all of a sudden, and it sounded so real. And I like,
It does. It does. There's actually more whenever I was looking up sound alerts to put on my stream.
yeah,
There's one that's called like realistic knocking, and if you play it, it literally gives me chills down my spine because it sounds like somebody's knocking at my door. And
really.
even though I'll click it a million times and no, like try to train myself that it's not a real knock, I still somehow convince myself it's a real knock.
I thought somehow I had gotten swatted by watching it. I'm like, wait, what? Well, just got
Too much
scared.
Call of Duty. Too much Call of Duty.
Never knew Carry On was about a ghost. Just enjoyed the song. No, Iggy, I was just saying that was she said there's a ghost that's carrying on the a heart. It's got a heart, and I was just like, oh, carry on, like that's what you can name. I don't know. I was just if you tell
Hey,
me something, I will throw ideas until something sticks. That is just how I am. Like I will think about
I'm
this.
definitely the same way. I'm
Yeah.
definitely the same way. I think that's why my memory is so bad because I have like 5 thoughts a second and I'll spit them all out at once on stream and I'll be like, chat has to grab onto one of those at least.
Oh, me and you both. I have like 5 thoughts a second, and I remember what if you're like on my radar. I remember everything you do, like everything you do, everything you've eaten. It's just like, but you said that. I remember the tone that you said. Yeah, I know what you meant by that. Like, yeah, Slender, what's going on? Are
Slender.
are there any games that you're looking forward to streaming, past or present, that are on the horizon for you?
Yeah, my friend, he's the one that made me play A Dead of Night,
Mm,
which was a really great game,
it
and I
is. Yeah.
really enjoyed playing that. So he actually found another kind of indie game that's coming out soon. They haven't released a date for it yet, but I'm really excited for it. It's called like Road 96 or something like
Oh,
that. It's a very small game. I hadn't heard of it yet, but he recommended it to me. And it's basically like um, an indie game, but you will never get the same game twice.
oh.
Like it's a choices thing,
Yeah.
but it's not like Detroit where there's a set number of endings. It's basically it's gonna be different every single
Randomly
time. So I'm
generated
really
experiences. Okay.
yeah, it's a procedurally generated. You're welcome game.
Cross, how's it
Thanks,
going?
Brain.
Nomad doesn't remember what they've eaten. Oh man, that's funny. Doing good, boss. Just waiting for your ride to go home. All right. Hopefully you get home safe, Slender. But yes, hang out with us while you wait. Hang out.
Yeah.
How's it for everybody? The frames and everything are good. I was freaking out today. There's like I'm still sweating. This shirt was originally white when I first started talking to her, and I've just been sweating and just dirt everywhere.
Color changing
Yeah.
shirt.
So Road 96. I gotta look
Yes.
into that.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think they have a date out for it yet. They said they were gonna release a demo soon, which I'm really excited for. But it's got like a cool little indie feel to it.
This is a this is a Cobra Kai shirt. Yes. I don't know about the frames, but the people in the frames are a solid 10 out of 10. Iggy, my heart.
Oh.
Iggy's smooth as butter. My God.
Oh my goodness. Thanks, Iggy.
What is your... I think I know the answer to this, but what is your go-to game for streaming? Is there any game that you're like, yeah, I don't know what to play, but I will just throw this on and I will have an excellent stream?
Oh, that's absolutely Stardew. 100%.
Yep.
There's never not something I can do in Stardew. And it's like chill enough to where I can chill and like basically make it a just chatting stream if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But then I can turn around and, get back into the game and farm and whatnot. And there's enough story to it to where I can comment on the story as well. So it's not like with Minecraft, I feel like I can get kind of bored of it sometimes and not have enough to commentate on.
Oh.
Whereas like Stardew does provide that.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a story to that. Because I think talking to you, I bought it when it was on sale. I haven't fired it up yet. But there's a story with that, and I didn't know that.
Oh, Stardew?
Yeah, I thought it was like a Minecraft thing where it was like very like non-linear and...
See, that's what I thought too whenever I first got it, but no, like all of the characters have their own backstories and like a very in-depth story to each character. So like basically the more you play it, the more you learn about the characters and you get super attached to them and like all this stuff. So yeah.
Cool. I gotta look into that. Reminds me, did you ever play any of those other farming games on like PlayStation or like Nintendo? I'm blanking out on the name. Like Harvest Moon or anything?
No, Harvest Moon was one that I never got into. Like I don't know, like I didn't when I had a PS4, which is what I played before I built my PC.
Oh, nice.
I mainly played just like FPS games and stuff, and it wasn't until I got into more farming games as when I got my PC, and I just kind of like wanted to chill out a little bit. So I haven't played a lot of farming games, or I did play Animal Crossing if that counts. I've always played Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, yeah, I bought that on the Switch. I have not tried that out yet, but is that another good one? It's a good one?
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Let's see. So, okay. Road to 96 supposed to come out summer of 2001, whatever that means. His Stardew streamer, has she caught the octopus yet? Iggy wants to know if you've caught the octopus.
No, it's on my to-do list. I keep forgetting because like every time I wake up in the game, I'm like, oh, I need to water all these crops, and then I'm like, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to do that. You have to catch the octopus in the morning, I think, and then I'll just like completely, it's over, it's done, it's gone now.
And then, has Kaylee drawn your username yet? I don't think so.
No, I have not drawn yours yet. It's a channel reward thing on my thing where I can draw people's usernames.
Mm-hmm.
So I have not drawn yours yet.
What does that mean though? Is it like something that you picture in your head and you're like, this is what it looks like in my head?
It's the first thing that comes to my head, and it's getting drawn on that paper within 2 minutes, and whether it comes out bad or good.
You and I are so much alike. I literally have a channel point redemption where I draw just random things.
Yeah, no, I think the first time I watched you, you were still playing at Dead of Night, and somebody requested you to draw Jimmy, and it came out so funny looking.
Oh, yeah. I was actually eating Chinese food, and I spilled soy sauce on the picture, And where's he at? He's somewhere around here. I was like, really? I spilled soy sauce on him. Damn it.
Hey, it adds character. Just giving a little
It's
bit of
blood, guys. Just kidding. Damn it. I will have to find it. This is Mr. Potato Head Steve Harvey. I'll just give you an example right there.
Oh, amazing.
There we go.
Absolutely. You should sell that in a gallery.
I should do that after I'm done with this. Make it like a, I don't know, like a drawing for something. Angel Senpai, welcome to the stream. Can we get a shot for Angel Senpai? Kristen, how's it going? She drew Lightning McQueen for yours. Ah.
He was not very happy with it, but I mean, yeah, no, but I do digital drawings. I don't like do it in my journal. I do it on my drawing tablet, which I think I am a very good drawer if I actually put effort into it, but 2 minutes is not a lot of time to draw, so
no,
it comes out really wacky.
It adds character. It adds character, absolutely. All right, so I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to go to your stream. How much channel points is it?
I can't even remember because I started discounting them because
Oh.
everyone was telling me that my channel rewards were too expensive.
2,000 channel points, ghost bits or something for a picture. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Is that a southern draw I'm picking up on?
Oh no.
Iggy is very perceptive.
Oh no, Iggy, why? It is, unfortunately.
Aww.
Yeah, I try to hide the southern accent sometimes, but sometimes it slips out.
He gives you 10 out of 10.
Thank you, Iggy.
My mom's side's from Kentucky. So
really?
Yeah, I know all of the, I didn't say anything, but I could kind of hear it. I could kind of hear it.
Yeah, I've always lived in Alabama, so it's in the blood. It comes out thicker when I'm talking to like at work when I have to talk to the other Southern people. It gets stronger because I'm like a social chameleon. If I like see other people talking Southern, I get more Southern.
Yeah.
So so it's really bad whenever I meet other Southern people, and then it comes out a little bit more.
I went to Kentucky for my grandma's funeral. I was there a week, came back with a bit of a Southern drawl that I couldn't get rid of for 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it was like, I remember I was in typing class and they're like, what's your name? I was like, Cardis? They're like, Cardis? What is that? And I'm like, I'm from here. I'm so... Props to what it thinks. Oh, go ahead. You're good. You're good.
I took a trip up to like way northern West Virginia on like the cusp of Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I thought they were more rural up there, but apparently not because everyone was like, oh my gosh, you have a southern accent. I was like, but you guys are countryer than I am.
Props to Water. Thanks for always being a mod whenever I pop by. You also for being active on the server. Yeah. You guys are all awesome. You guys are all awesome. All of you, 10 out of 10s. Damn it. Let me look through here. So what advice would you have for an up-and-coming streamer? So if someone came to you and said, hey, what do I need to do to hit affiliate to get my stream up and going? What advice would you give them?
I don't know. I feel like I'm not qualified to give advice. I'd be like, I'd probably find somebody else. No,
go to that guy.
Go to that guy over there. C-Wing, he knows what's up. But probably, okay, it's going to sound really cringy and cheesy coming out of my mouth, but probably, honestly, just stick to who you are, because if you're not being who you are, it's absolutely noticeable. I can say this because in the first, 2 or 3 weeks of me streaming, I was trying so hard to be a family-friendly person, and anybody who stops into my stream knows that I am not a family-friendly person. I cuss a lot.
Yeah.
So I was trying really hard to be family-friendly, and then I got rated by this really awesome streamer, and watched her stream, and she inspired me to basically just, be yourself, because you're gonna bring out the people that you want to bring out anyways.
100%.
So I would, just be yourself, even if you think other people won't like it, because if you want to attract that crowd, you need to be the crowd you want to attract. So
that is a great answer. 100%. So were there any clever cover-ups for cuss words where you instead of the F word you're fork nuggets, or Mother
Oh, I tried
Flipper.
really hard. I
Yeah.
tried really, really hard. I just cuss a lot though. I
Well,
tried to say all frick and like all of them. There was no clever ones, I don't think. I can't remember. It's been so long ago because I was streaming like The Sims as well.
oh,
Back in my yeah, I was streaming The Sims. And, yeah, obviously my theme has changed a little bit since then.
I see. I see. You guys hiring? Yeah. Yeah. If you want, it's good. Any advice for someone who doesn't want to be seen by anyone they know in real life and who wants to be a streamer? No, no. And I will, Angel. I can give you a perfect story of that. This is kind of a scary thing, but they're probably watching right now. Um, there was a guy. So there was a guy I worked with at EB Games. I think in 2005. And it got really weird around like 2010. Stopped talking to him. I was on Twitter. I was kind of venting about a stream, and this guy literally makes an account and is talking a lot of shit about me. And I knew it was him, but he didn't say it. And I'm just like, I haven't talked to you or seen you in like 10 or 11 years, and you're still harping about this stuff. Like, wow. So like people, even if you don't see them, they're probably still there. As weird as that sounds. So, I mean, you're putting yourself in a public eye. It could happen. And that is true. So, Crimson Penguin does wear a mask, but I guarantee you if someone were to stumble on his stream and hear his voice, they would know it was him. And usually, so, there was something about me that the person was trying to kind of use against me. And I was like, oh, too bad. I already told everyone about that. Like, that's just, you own who you are. Be yourself, just like you were saying. And that's what I had said, and when he couldn't use it against me, he just fucked off. To be blunt. How do you deal with that? Don't just be yourself. Just be yourself, because if you hide something, so if it's like, for me, for instance, like if you look hard enough, like I think my Instagram literally gave my full name. But like if you try, let's say you try to hide your name, people are gonna try really hard to get your name, and then they're gonna shoot you a little DM going, hey, I know your name and like blah 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 blah, and that they can use that against you. Whereas if you don't really care about making an issue, they can't use it against you, and it kind of takes away the excitement of trying for the viewer to look for it. At least that's what I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's an investigator on the internet, though.
Oh yeah,
They will
100%.
find it. I am also one of those people. I'm nosy. If you don't want me knowing something, I'll probably try and find
Oh no.
it. Hey, don't worry, you're safe.
Okay,
You're
thank
safe.
God. I'm like, she's like, get the cameras in the backyard right now. I'm just kidding. I mean, Steven doesn't hide the fact that he went to prison for killing a dude with his bare hands. That's why I never show my hands on stream, or I'm waving them really fast so you can't see all the scars. I'm just kidding. The scars.
You have bare hands?
Yeah, I do have bare hands. Oh, no, these are eagle hands. I don't know.
The talons.
Yes, the talons. So you're hiding yourself from people you know in real life. So Angel, my only thing with that is you do have family. You do probably have roommates. If one person knows that you do it, consider 100 people knowing it. That's just the thing. I guess blocking them won't work, right? No, because you can just make another screen name. Because there also means of exposing, yes, and they can use that against you. So if streaming is something you really want to do, I would say put yourself, if you are putting yourself out there in the public eye, and you're on camera, that is something you have to take with the, it comes with the territory. Otherwise, my advice to you would be to just do, you could do gameplay footage, but not show yourself, if that makes sense.
And you could use a voice changer if you really want to.
Sounds like you're under witness protection. I like Stardew Valley. FBI, open up. Depends on what you want to do once the internet is permitted. Yeah. That goes for jobs, family, and everything. Yeah, it's a thing. And that's what also, too, I involved my family. So my family's in my Discord. My mom's in there. My sister's in there. My brother's in there. Just everything I take. Air
it out.
Air it out. I amalgamate everything. Mix everything. My Twitch family, my regular family, everything's just there. So, yeah. That's just my advice. Ah. So, are there any future goals for your channel? You were talking about milestones. Are there any milestones that you want to mention?
I mean, really, at this point, I just want to keep growing the community. Like, whenever I see somebody that keeps coming back to my stream and I like start seeing them more and more, it just makes me really happy. And like when I have those streams where my community's there and they're like chatting with each other within the chat,
Yes.
that also makes me really happy. So at this point, it's just gonna be growing it. I know partner is like the next step in
Yep.
terms of like a Twitch career. Um, but for me, I feel like that's very, very far off of from the horizon. So at this point, it's just literally about growing my community. But because I work so much outside of Twitch, it can be kind of hard. Like I'm a part of so many of y'all's Discords, and I feel so bad because I'm not very active in them. But I try really hard to be active in all y'all's Discord servers.
Yeah.
Because I just want to be part of community now,
Yeah.
and have those online friends that I can go to and be like, hey, I have this problem. What do I do?
And that is smart. Networking is huge, and that is how you rise up. Yeah. Let's see. What is your family? Okay, wait. What? Your family is everything, and I'm the only one giving you good-natured shit, Sealing. Oh no, my family gives me bad-natured shit. But I mean, we do call you uncle, so I mean, I guess that could count for something. I'm late to the interview. What games does Pure Arcadia play? I'll check out the video later if it's an issue to answer. Yeah, what games? Yeah, if you want to answer that.
Yeah, I mean, I typically play like super chill, relaxing games. It's just funny saying that out loud because I'm a very hyper-natured person who's not very chill. But I usually play like farming simulators, not the farming simulator, just farming simulation games such as Stardew. And I have Spooky Sunday / Monday morning, where I play like scary / spooky games, puzzle games, or a lot of things. I'm a absolute variety streamer, so whatever pops into my head, I play that day. Yeah. Essentially that.
I found her playing a horror game. I was looking for people to raid, and you were playing at Dead of Night, which is what I was playing. And then I remember the next day I went in and you were playing Stardew Valley, and I was like, what?
Yeah, it's very funny when people follow me on Spooky Sunday, and then the very next day they'll come into my chill stream and be like, this is different. And I'm like, yeah.
Are there any streamers that have inspired you?
Oh, absolutely. So before I started streaming, I wanted to start streaming years and years ago, but I didn't have a PC. So it would have been like streaming from a PlayStation, which there's nothing wrong with that. I was just a little bit insecure about it, so I didn't want to do that. So before I like got into the smaller Twitch community of streamers and stuff, it was mainly Lyric. I don't know if you guys know who Lyric is, but he's a huge streamer on Twitch. He's like hilarious, so I wanted to be just as funny as he was. And then when I started getting into the smaller Twitch streamers, I had mentioned earlier that I got raided by a girl when I played The Sims, who really inspired me. I don't know if you know It's Cheeky Goblin, but she
heard
is
of him.
an ASMR variety streamer.
Ooh.
And she's got the same kind of energy as me, so she definitely inspired me on Twitch and basically made me change around my whole theme on Twitch. So
wow.
I've told her that before too, but her and then like I've just keep meeting new Twitch streamers that inspire me daily. So the list keeps growing. Like I just met Boheme and Skull Rocker. Those two are really great as well. That list just keeps growing.
I saw you in Boheme's Discord.
Yeah.
We caught up in there. Yep. Nomad says, Kaylee, imagine mom in your Discord.
No, I'd rather not.
That is hilarious. What are your favorite games to play? Excuse me. Are there any favorite franchises in particular? Or is it just farming sims and
franchises? I'm trying to think because I feel like there is some, but everyone's been trying to get me into Final Fantasy. I think I'd asked you the other day what Final Fantasy I should start with because people keep trying to get me into it. And I've played only like 5 minutes of the newest remake where you like meet a cat or something on the dock. That's all I recall from it. So I've been trying to get into that, but I mean, there's not really a franchise I can think of right now that I'm like super duper loyal to. I love the Witcher games, if that counts.
Those are good games. I haven't finished it. There's so many side quests. I haven't finished it.
I still haven't finished it either.
Yeah, it's just like It's like there's a meme where there's a guy with a plate of like dinner, and then there's all these waiters handing him plates, and it says like it just keeps saying side quest, and like that's how I felt playing The Witcher. I'm just like, I'm full, I'm good.
That happens to me with a lot of those kind of like not well, like the open world games, especially like Horizon Zero Dawn. I get so overwhelmed by the side quests that I just
Thank you.
can never finish them.
Never finished it.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just like what am I can't get to the main story. I got to do this side quest and then I forget what the main story what is even happening. So it's just like I get overwhelmed very easily.
From this interview, she doesn't sound like a crass pirate. Geralt is your babe.
I'm trying to be polite.
When she gets off, she's like, "Oh fuck, this is such a fucking horrible stream."
Oh, no. My stream, they really like to roast me and scare me with my sound cues. So yeah, I do cuss a lot.
Are they mods? Are they mods that do that to you?
Well, my mods do that to me as well.
Mm-hmm.
They like to roast me the most.
Part of their job, yeah. Ban me for not knowing the name right. You know, Angel, I'm gonna click that.
Oh no.
It's not working. The band's not working. I guess you're gonna have to stay. Damn it. Damn it, Angel. What do you mean, mods?
Mods. Oh, I gotta make Lane a mod. Yeah, I have a few questions for you. But
Go for it. Knock yourself. Yeah, please.
Oh, how did you find your mods, or like did you know all your mods in real life before you made them mods?
Nope. So originally,
I'm struggling so hard to figure out what I want to do about my mod situation.
It's such a. It's so messy. It's so messy. Like it's such a. I'm still trying to learn it. So it's usually like viewers that you meet that keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back, and then you're like, oh, you're pretty cool. And then I remember when I became an affiliate, I had hit, I think all but one, when I first became an affiliate, are still there. Everyone else has either just kind of left, or there was like a falling out, or just something. And I think right now this is the longest I've ever had a mod team, but like you'll find that it's usually viewers that just keep coming back that you want to you're like, hey, do you want to do it? And then they'll just say yes.
Yeah, that's just something I've wanted to ask you for a long time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I noticed, like, you're so cool with your mods, and I was like, how the heck does he find these people? And how do I buy one?
No, you just so it's like, I'll give you an example. So like Water came in a raid, and he just kept coming and coming and coming and showing support, and he would so usually what you do is you rank them up. So you go like VIP, and then I think VIPs have the authority to do shout outs. And so you're like, okay, like I like you, so I will give you shout out. Or they'll give a shout out and you go, do you just want to be a mod? Like, cuz it's like this weird thing where some viewers, you're like, you know, when you come to my stream, it is your job just to chill. I just want you to chill. You don't have to do anything. And there's other people who are like, do you want to work? Do you want to do this? And usually they'll be like, yeah, like, sure. And then you give them a sword. There was one streamer that I went to. I remember I went to her stream, and one day I just had a sword. She didn't even ask me. I just had a sword.
Oh. See, I'm scared to ask people because I don't want them to feel pressured to have to mod my stream or to have to come to every stream to do that mod job. So it's a lot of pressure.
The person that has been my mod the longest, I barely see her. She's I want to say like a 65 or 70-year-old Irish lady from Ireland. And I met her in another stream, and she came into mine, and she asked, she's like, do you want me to help you out? And I'm like, yeah. Or sometimes there'll be streamers that you talk to, so fellow streamers. Who do you mod for anybody?
No, I don't think I'm a mod for anybody right now.
So usually
mod for Nomad, but
for instance, like Swole. I don't know if you've ever met Swole.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where Swole and I were like, well, I'll mod for you, you mod for me. Deal. Dude comes by, I never expect him to work. He just comes by, he gives me shit, and then he leaves. Same with him. I go in, I give him shit, and then I just leave. And he just has a sword in case he needs it. But yeah, there's like, I made my sister a mod. At first she's a VIP, and then I was like, do you want to work? And she was like, sure. So yeah, it's a cross between the people that come to your stream a lot, especially if they give you shit. I think you should be able to go, hey, do you want this?
Mhm.
And if they come by anyways, right? Like the sword, I think the guilt from you is I think you feel like if you give them a sword, they somehow are gonna feel obligated to have to show up.
Yeah.
That is don't worry about that. You just give them a sword. If they show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't. But regardless whether you give them a sword or not, they would still attend in the same capacity. So I would look at it that way.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just curious if you
Mm-hmm.
had known your mods or not.
No, it was just I knew them in chat. Actually, most of the people I know in real life, I give them diamonds, VIP diamonds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Waters know me for almost 2 years now. Iggy's known me for about 2 years. Uncle Rim says, you know what though? I tell you streamers, I'm not always around. When I am, I'll do stuff. Okay. So go ahead. Angel Senpai, I need to make her a mod. I gotta make Angel Senpai. I'm just kidding. She's just like, what? What are you talking about? Self-modding shouldn't be done. Get at least a couple. Yeah, so here's the funny part. So, I'm super computer illiterate. So before I was trying to self-mod, and so someone came in and they were saying the worst things. So I'm just like, ban. So I literally typed out like the space and I typed the word ban, and I just added somebody, and like I'm just like ha, and like they're still there, and they're just like fuck you. They're still there, and I was like, oh my god, it's not working. And then someone comes in and clicks them out, and yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think the first time I had to ban somebody, it was like maybe my second stream, and I was playing a game that has kind of a toxic community. I'm not gonna call it out, but it's kind of a toxic community. And this person just came in there and started making kind of misogynistic jokes towards me, and I didn't even time them out. I just immediately banned them because I didn't even see the point. And everyone goes, "Oh my gosh, you just banned him?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I did."
No warning shots. Just pull the trigger. Bap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I see. Self-modding myself. Shoutouts are available if anyone. This is a secret. I haven't timed anyone out yet, but my viewers are mostly all Twitch people I'm familiar with now. Yeah, I met you through Dave Rage Juan, so he's a good guy. A lot of our community is really good. They're usually really cool people. It's like you said though, it's the game. It's the game that will bring in the assholes. There's Red Dead that will bring in a lot of
I've heard so
some
much bad stuff about that.
So no, actually I was playing Left 4 Dead 2. And this guy comes in and he goes, "Hey, I'm from Germany. I can't really speak English, but if I wrote this speech, or not this speech, if I wrote this sentence in German, it would mean a lot to me if you could read it to me." And so that was like 2016. So I read the thing back to him because I'm trying to be as accommodating as I can. I'm like, oh, he's German. So like, read it back to him. It was Hitler's first speech before battle.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I had to delete the stream. I had to nuke the stream, and
Oh my gosh.
yeah. And he goes, you're cool though. You took that on the chin. I'm not gonna give you any more shit. Then they left. But yeah, no mods. It's kind of dangerous. Angel, if you ever need mods, just go in the Discord and just say, hey, anyone, if you need a mod, like, I guarantee you somebody will fill that void for you. Except Iggy, he paid all the sexual favors. Oh wow. Iggy, I want to make him a mod because Iggy gets pretty spicy. Okay, so real quick, there are going to be some people that you're going to mod to protect them from the other mods. Because, like, so if they're, like, spicy and they give you shit, you're just like, oh, God, my mod's going to time them out. So you give them a sword to protect them from being timed out by the other mods. I've had to do that before. Bullets are getting expensive nowadays. Can't afford warning shots. Oh, yeah, you gotta pull that trigger. Mod for 2 channels, I'm sure, shows much support to those I am a mod to. There we go. Careful, Iggy. He pulled the trigger quickly. Yep. Oh, and then you said you had another question? You had a couple questions?
Well, now I can't remember.
Damn.
They'll probably come back to me, possibly.
I think you asked me, you said, if someone that was 99 pounds ate 1 pound of nachos, would they be 99, or would they be 1% nachos? I said yes. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's just a dumb question. Just a dumb question.
I was like, did I say this?
No,
What
no.
did
Do you have any favorite video game characters? Any characters from any games?
Oh, probably Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah,
Really good
that's a
character.
good one.
I'm trying to think. I mean, there's Geralt from The Witcher, who's a really, really good character. I mean, I'm just like blanking on all the video games I've ever played. Ever. But I mean, I like, gosh, I don't know. Because I like characters that are kind of beat around the edges and have like, they're not the perfect
Yeah.
hero type archetype, you know? So just basically any character like that. Like, I like Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn as well.
Yeah.
She's fucking awesome. So, yeah. That's what I would say.
It took me forever to realize it.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was reading chat. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
No, you're
I
good.
was just Uncle said Tina from Borderlands. Yes, this any siren from Borderlands, they're always my favorite characters. So yeah, I would say the Borderlands characters do a really fantastic job of making their characters as well.
Yeah, Nona Bear. My sister loves the sirens. Yep.
Oh yeah, I do too. We played a D&D, me and some friends from theater, we played a D&D thing that was in the Borderlands world, and I played a siren that was like obsessed with meditation. So anytime she would get like really angry and wouldn't meditate, she would like burst into a beast style siren.
Shit. All right, Slender, welcome back. Let's see, your favorite is Tiny Tina from Borderlands. Best NPC of all time. Like the newer one recently, Orphaned one. Is Ratchet orphaned now? Water says, question for Arcadia. Have you played any Resident Evil games, and if so, which ones?
That is another chain that it keeps getting brought up in my stream. Because obviously I do Spooky Sunday, and I'm like, please recommend me spooky games, because there's not a lot of horror games out there. I have not played any Resident Evil game,
okay.
And I don't know. I don't even know where to start there.
You know what? I would say start with 7 right now because 8 just came out. Start with 7, see how you like that. Then go to 8. If you really like both of those, then you can work your way backwards. Start with the remakes after that.
Gotcha. Are they hard?
Not really. I beat Resident Evil 8 in like 2 days, so
okay.
Wasn't too bad. But I just streamed for like 8 hours, total.
Yeah.
So it was, crazy. Visage seems spooky, by the way. I think you actually came into my stream when I was playing Visage, and I was super lost. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I probably shouldn't play this. If he's lost, I'm definitely going to be out the window.
Yeah.
On the middle of the street, lost.
We powered through Resident Evil 8. Such a good game. Yeah, Resident Evil 8 is a fantastic game.
Yeah, I keep watching different people play through it.
It's really good.
I was watching a bit of your stream the other day, and she like turned into a fucking dragon or some shit.
Yes.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
What is happening?
No, they're really good. I would recommend, especially if 7, the stories they go like this. 7 and 8 go like this.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's really good. But they're okay. So they're like Die Hard Pierce, where they're like 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3 are like the go-tos, and then there's 4, which is kind of standalone, which is fucking amazing. And then there's like 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 5, 6, which I wasn't really a fan of, and then 7, 8 are completely different. They all have like different styles. So, I don't know. I think I'd start off with 7 and 8 because they're the most recent ones I played.
People keep saying it, and I know that community is like loyalist. They freaking love that chain, so something that I gotta get into for sure.
Yeah. So it's a hard question because people go, because I love Resident Evil games. I like traditional ones, but 4 is so different. But in my top 10 video game list, it's number 4. But is it the best Resident Evil game I've ever played? No. But is it one of the best games I've ever played? Yes, and it ranks higher than any other Resident Evil game, which is it's really weird to say. It's so my eyes are crossing. But yeah, yeah. So are there any three games? Okay, so if you could pick any three games to port or remake, which ones would you pick?
Oh goodness. See, now they've done remade all of, like my childhood nostalgic games nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
They've all reimagined them cuz like the main games from my childhood was Spyro, which they've remade. If
Yep.
I had to, I would love for them to remake Ty. I think Ty would be so fun remade. But the Spyro games were freaking amazing. So they remade those already. They remade Crash Bandicoot, which was a big part of my childhood.
You know,
Um,
I think they are making Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I think they are redoing
okay.
that. Yeah, I think they are.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not that creative. And then like Ratchet and Clank was another big one from my childhood. So
Yeah.
like basically it's really hard because they've all moved it over. But I've been talking a lot lately about PlayStation 2 games and about how I really want to go back and stream PlayStation 2
Mm-hmm.
games because all of the PlayStation 2 games were so good. And I can't remember which ones we were talking about on the stream the other night, but honestly, any PlayStation 2 game, I would remake that and just port that right on over
Oh yeah.
so quick.
Well, if you describe them to me, I might be able to tell you. I worked at EB Games right around the time PS2 was around, so
Oh, wow.
I could tell you probably what you're looking for.
I don't know if Bobby's still here. He was the main one. We were talking about which PlayStation 2 games we were going to be playing. And I tried to play Nintendogs on the PC the other
Oh
night. I
wow.
don't know why. I was just like, I feel like playing Nintendogs, and I don't know where my Nintendo is, so I'm gonna try and play it on PC. But there's like a website for retro games that you can play,
Really?
and they have Nintendogs on there, but it won't connect to my microphone. So I adopted this
Oh
dog, right? I
no.
fell in love with this dog, and I was like, all right, time for the naming. And I typed in its name. It's like, okay, say the name to the dog so it can hear its name. And I was like this close to my mic screaming this dog's name. And it was just like, and I was like,
Aww.
oh no.
R.I.P. all the Nintendogs from like 2005. Poor guys
Oh,
haven't been fed or washed in fucking like 20 years.
yeah, please.
Let's
The
see.
BMX. Oh yeah, we were talking about the ATV slash BMX one that had
Oh.
the world border where you would drive all the way to the end and it would just yeet you back over into the
Mm-hmm.
middle of the map. We were talking about that one. And there was another one we were talking about,
Do
but
you
that one
guys
is so.
remember? It's one of the most underrated video games I've ever. I remember I got to rent it from EB, but you were at the top of a mountain and you got to go downhill and you're on a bike and you had to race around all the trees and all the other bicyclists and you had to
It,
kick them.
it sounds familiar.
Downhill
It sounds really
Domination.
familiar.
Downhill Domination is what that game is called.
Oh my gosh. If I saw it, it probably would just like bring up a memory that I stowed away in the filing
Mm-hmm.
cabinet, but it sounds really familiar.
BMX Triple X. I funny story about that game. I won that from EB Games. I won that for the most pre-orders for some game, and I won that, and it was hot trash. Don't think that was widely circulated. Oh yeah, no, I won that. My boss was like, "All right, guys, here you go," and like gave it to me, and it. This was before like I don't know, like before the internet was like super prevalent in everyone's
Do you
houses.
do you remember when like FM radio was super big and
Mm-hmm.
they would have those all day things where they would play a song and you would have to call in and name the song and
Yeah,
then like they would do that all day and you would get prizes?
yeah,
That feels like such a thing in the past now, but my mother used to be obsessed with that. And
yeah.
we would just win like hockey game tickets all the time.
There was one where there was a radio station. I think it was like Kiss FM. If you saw the van on the road and you
Yes.
found them, you got a bunch of stuff. So I got like a Sugar Ray CD and uh, I think Sugar Ray and did I say Sugar Ray? I think it's just Sugar Ray twice. But yeah, I got all these CDs and I was just like I just found them. I was at a KFC and I saw them there and I was like I found you. Anyone remember a game called Paperboy? Paperboy, I do remember. I remember the little bicycle in the arcades.
I don't think I remember that
Sugar Ray CDs. Yep. Yep.
one.
Oh, what is the hardest game you've ever played, or seen, or watched? You know.
Or seen or watched. Oh, goodness. The hardest game I've ever played. I'm trying to think of what made me rage. Oh gosh. This is gonna be so mellow for everyone else. Everyone's gonna be like, "What? Why did she get to this?" But probably, honestly, Rocket League. I
Oh.
cannot, for the life of me, play Rocket League. I just can't. But as far as like watching other people play, it's probably just the Dark Souls franchise in general.
You sound
I
like
think I would
Slender Monk.
cry. I think I would cry if I had to play Dark Souls.
Uncle Rim, I will see you later. Thanks for dropping by.
Hi, Uncle Rick.
Gotta go back to work. Good to meet you, Pure Arcadia. Yeah, can we get another shout out for Pure Arcadia, please? That way, everyone who's coming in, please give her a follow. Please check her out. No wonder why we get along so well, Arcadia. Yeah, you've named off some of those games. Yeah. So, what is it about Rocket League that's hard? I've never really played it. Like, what is it?
Oh gosh, it's just like it's so frustrating because in your mind you know what you're supposed to do, but then your hands just panic.
Mm-hmm.
It's like so I've started playing. You play with a controller usually. I don't think I've ever seen anybody play with a mouse and keyboard. So you play with a controller, and whenever you first install the game, especially well, at least for me, the controls were inverted. So the camera, you would try to move it one way, and would go the completely opposite way. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't do it. And then I got it on PC when I got my PC, and I was like, oh, this is a little bit better. And then I was like, I can do this. I can get better. And then I just kept trying, and there was no progression in getting better. So I was like, you know what? I can't do this.
Was
like,
the inversion was down up? You know, was it up down and up, or was it left right? Was that inverted?
it was like a left right.
Oh, that's okay. Screw that inversion. Like I don't like that inverted control. That's fine.
It was so bad.
Self-portrait of Danny DeVito, Unga Bunga Me Caveman. Do you know who this person is?
Self-portrait.
I don't know who this is.
I feel like they've stopped in my stream.
Okay. No
I
worries.
feel like it. I don't know. Usually.
He's one of hers. Okay. Okay.
I claim that one. That one's mine. That's my Pokemon.
Okay.
Sorry.
There we go. There we go. Because I'm just sitting there going like, this has got to be one of hers. Like, I do that with Narc sometimes. Like, we'll talk to each other, and I'll be like, she'll be like, one of your people like said this, and this, and I'll be like, oh, okay. Well, one of your people wouldn't shut the hell up. So yeah, it's like we have Pokemon cards, and we're just like trading back and forth. Water gifting a sub to Iggy. Thank you, Water, for gifting a sub to tier 2 to Iggy. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
If you ever want to play if you ever want to play and get like the tutorial from anybody, Slender Monk here plays Rocket League a lot.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely will.
Chrissy and I. Oh, Chrissy, yeah, it's Chris. It's Kristen. Yeah, she plays that too. I wanted to say it's Chrissy. That threw me off. Sorry. Thanks, Daddy Water. Wow. Are there any? I love this one. Are there any random pet peeves of yours?
Oh my gosh. I was actually, I don't know why this came to me earlier. I was like, dang, I hate this. This is a general pet peeve for me that can't be controlled in any way, I don't think. But you know, whenever you have like a bottle of lotion or a bottle of soap and the end gets crusty or like dries up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was like, I had this bottle of soap and the top keeps getting all crusty and it's making me angry. And then my toothpaste does it, so it's like I can't escape it at all.
Yeah.
So that's a big pet peeve for me right now that I'm struggling with.
No, the worst one is the milk, where you pour the milk and it gets in your milk and you take a bite of it.
Like dust on
Yeah,
it.
skin crawls. Nasty.
Oh my gosh. So
That's it?
Probably that. Well,
Nothing
let's
else?
see. I don't know. I'm a manager at work. There's a lot of
Employees.
No, like if I like to organize things at work, so I'll like organize everything, and obviously I work with a lot of people, so like if they pick it up and move it to a different place, drives me nuts. And then I'll be like, hey, where'd you put that? And they're like, oh, I put it back where I found it. I said, no, you didn't. I did not do that.
Wow. Attention to detail. Nomad says milk dust. Yeah, milk dust is
No
disgusting. Are there any? I think I know the answer to this because you kind of said it earlier. Are there any hidden skills or talents that we don't know about?
I said this earlier.
Yeah, I think I know it. I think I could answer it if you don't know.
Are you referring to the drawing
Yes.
thing? I don't know, because I don't think I'm talented. I think I said this last night. I was like, what's the toned down version of me? Oh yeah, I was talking about musically gifted people. Because I do play instruments, but I
Oh.
don't think I'm good enough to say I'm musically gifted. So last night I was like, what's like a toned down version of musically gifted? And I was like, maybe I'm musically favored. So, I draw a little bit, and then I play a little bit of music. I play yeah, Bobby's saying it now. I can play piano, and a little bit of guitar. I mainly play ukulele though.
Oh.
Um,
Okay.
and yeah, so those, and then a fun fact people usually get super excited about is that I read tarot cards, which I don't know
Oh,
if that's a talent.
that is.
But...
I need to shoot you a message.
Dude,
I will
love
pay
reading
you. I will pay you. I have some questions.
Got some questions.
Yeah, I'm like, can you lift this curse off me already? Just kidding.
Dude, I feel you. I genuinely believe I may be cursed. Somewhere in the family line, my family has been cursed. For sure. They upset some Celtic god. I'm telling you.
Some Irish guys like, I cursed that motherfucker for the rest of their life. You can never
Hey,
find
Irish
anybody.
accent's really good.
Thank you. Water wants to know what kind of instruments do you play? I think you answered that. So we got piano, ukulele, guitar.
Yeah, those are the big three. I would say I can play. I picked up a violin, but I'm pretty sure it would just sound like a cat dying if I tried it. My friend sent me a 6-pack of kazoos. If you really want to keep that in there, so I
Ooh.
can play a kazoo.
We're going to count that. I checked with the judges. They say yes. Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. I think.
Yeah, you hit Seawing's jackpot. Yeah, I love astrology. I love tarot cards.
Dude,
I
don't get
love
me
it.
started.
Yeah.
Me and I was just saying, it's Cheeky Goblin, the streamer I mentioned earlier. Yeah, she's been coming to my stream and she was like, "What's your zodiac sign and why is it this?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "That's not my zodiac sign. Thank you very much."
Mm.
So don't get me even started on astrology because I can talk your ear off all day about that.
Yeah, I literally have a whole section where I'm like,
Oh, I know. I hopped in that immediately.
yeah.
I was scrolling. I was like, astrology. I
Mhm.
hopped in that. So
or
quick.
do you do the personality test? Like, I'm an INFJ.
Yeah, I am an INFJ.
Really?
Yeah, I was actually having this chat with some other streamers.
That's why we click.
I was like, yeah. I was like, I think a lot of streamers, or like even a majority of maybe like not the bigger streamers that like do all these events and stuff, but like maybe like our communities are like a lot of the streamers I know personally. I feel like most of the streamers nowadays they're INFJs. Because I don't know, we're all introverted because we play video games, and then like we have to be social chameleons to make it in
Yes.
the Twitch world.
Yeah.
I mean, as an INFJ, like that's just the kind of personality that you take on. You're an empathetic person.
Yeah.
So you gotta just have that. So.
Although, I would agree. Okay, I would say it's maybe okay. This is my take. I think I'm not saying us, but I think a lot of streamers, there are narcissists described or hidden as empaths. That's what
I think that too. I can attest to that.
I've met so many freaking cluster bees and narcissists. I'm just like, holy shit, I'm good. Like,
oh, yeah, no. Narcissist, that's probably, I don't know if that would be considered a pet peeve or just a general dislike for me, because I've run into so many narcissists in life that I can't stand it.
Yeah. Does she know about the soul number and that stuff?
The soul number.
I'm an 11, I believe.
I forget which one I am. I haven't ventured too much into the soul number stuff. But I want to say 11 sounds like my number, but I don't want to be like, I'm copying you.
Yeah, that's my sleep bed number. I'm just kidding. Kane wants to know what motivates you to stream on days that you don't want to game. Do you want to answer that first, or do you want me to answer it first?
You can answer it first.
All right. So there's a saying. So there's a king in every crowd. So that means there are days where you don't want to go on, but it could be the day that you meet someone very important, someone that could change your channel, someone that could change your life, and they're just there. They're just there. So that's what kind of motivates me to get on. I'm like, you know what? I could meet someone really awesome. I could meet a best friend. I could meet a lover. I could meet, somebody that takes my channel to the next level. All I have to do is get on. But the thing with streaming is it's a double-edged sword. It could either alleviate your emotional problems, or it could amplify them. So for me, it's like if I'm having a rough day, there are some days where I just want to get the fuck off, get me off camera. I don't want to be in front of it. And there's other days where I'm just like, turn on the camera, like, hey, how's it going, everybody? Yeah, welcome to the stream. And after the camera's off, I'm just like, so yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you there. That's definitely like a huge thing. I mean, I've had that happen to me where it was kind of a slow night, and it was really late, and I was getting started late, so I was already kind of mad at myself for getting started late when I said I was going to be on earlier. And then it was the end of my At Dead of Night playthrough, and I was about to beat Jimmy out of the hotel or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like 20 minutes or like 10 minutes before my stream was ending, and I got raided by Skull Rocker and Boheme.
Nice.
And yeah, and they raided me, and it was honestly still one of the best nights of me streaming, and it was for a night that I didn't even want to get on. So I can definitely attest that he is speaking the truth.
Yeah.
But also a big thing for me, especially streaming, is that I do work a full-time job outside of Twitch. So if I get home, usually what I do before streaming is I have a hype up playlist on Spotify that I have to listen to. And if I can't get hype from that playlist, I probably shouldn't stream.
Okay.
I'm very focused on my mental health.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if it's not going to make me happy, then I can't force myself to do it. That may seem selfish when it comes to Twitch streaming.
Not at all.
I know that, people expect me to get on. I get that. But sometimes you just got to take some time for yourself. So that's important to keep in balance, is that, it is okay to take days off.
Absolutely. Well, there's a saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. And also, being an empath, I'm sure you feel this way, that we're giving a part of ourselves to people. And it's very draining. It is very draining. And usually after a long stream or after an interview, I have to take a nap. And then before an interview, I have to drink something like a rock star, while I'm doing it, because I'm just let's keep it going. And then afterwards, it's
yeah.
it's like Palpatine before, after he's getting killed by Mace Windu, and just just laying there.
That's what I'm saying, because I go to work, and then I work for 8.5 hours, and I work in a retail place. So
ooh,
I do
you're already
all
around
day.
people.
Yeah, and then I come home, and I just need a moment to breathe, and then I go right back on it. So I definitely have those days where I'm just I'm not doing it today.
Yeah.
I can't do it today. So.
Or I'm sure there's nothing better sometimes than getting home and you play Stardew Valley, but you don't do it on stream. You put on your Spotify or your YouTube, listen to whatever, and then you just crop or you farm or whatever. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Angel Senpai says you are so talented. Angel Senpai is a
God.
sweetheart.
You're an angel.
Water can play the ocarina. That's awesome. Nomad says the kazoo will be important. My sister could play the ocarina. Does she know about the soul number and stuff? Okay, we got that soul number, an account number of souls she owns. She's a witch.
I'm not a witch.
Is there an Irish witch? I forget the name of that.
Yes. Yeah, there is. I forget what it's called.
Iggy is trying to speak Spanish to you. No puedo hacer nada, Iggy. Lo siento. That's
Wait, you know Spanish?
Poquito. Slender loves when I speak Spanish to him. It's our bonding thing. That's when we hit him with the metal folding chair. There are some times where I'll get on and I'll be like, guys, I just don't feel well. Or I'll be like, this is bothering me, or there'll be people. I don't know about you, but this will be an interesting question.
Oh, goodness.
I've never asked anybody this question, and it's going to seem weird, but are there certain people that everybody looks, but are there certain people that you're they didn't show up today, or
Oh, absolutely.
yeah,
absolutely.
and you kind of look at
it's community. It's community, especially if it's someone that's usually there for every stream. I'll be something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's happening.
Yes. Yeah. No, there's people where you're you could have 3 people, but if they're in there, you're okay, I'm okay. And then if they're not there, you're just kind of what's going on? Like,
Yeah,
did I do something wrong? Like,
yeah, no, exactly. Like, I actually, whenever I first started streaming, obviously, like, your friends sub to you and stuff.
yeah.
But there was this one guy who came into my stream, and literally he was there for maybe a minute or two, and then he subbed to me. And it was like, I was like, whoa, because that was like my first real sub, other than my friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my goodness. And then he kept showing up. And then, like, there was a long, like, month where he didn't show up to my stream. And then he like went in the Discord and he was like, "Hey, sorry I haven't been to the streams. Life has just been this." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, thank goodness." I was like, "Holy crap! I thought I had finally done it. I thought I had finally screwed up."
The Irish curse, the Irish witch comes through, and you're just like, "No, check please, I'm out."
Exactly.
Let's see. Have you ever done Stardew Valley off stream?
Yes. Actually, I do. Whenever I first got the game, I was out sick, so I didn't stream for 2 weeks, and I played Stardew that entire time. And then recently, I haven't been playing Stardew off stream, just because there's usually other games like that I play with like a group of friends, like Valorant. Since I don't stream it on there, I'll play it off stream with them and stuff like that. So I haven't been playing off stream as much.
You've just inspired me. What games do you play off stream? That's a really important question, actually.
That is an important question.
Because
I
it's...
play usually Valorant and Minecraft off.
Yeah, because a really good thing... So, this is just a piece of advice for streamers, up-and-coming streamers. You need to find some games that you can play offline, too. So, Resident Evil 8, I had to play online because it wouldn't make sense for the viewer to see me at point A, and then I'm at point C when I get back. But I agree, there should be some games that, as a streamer, it's very healthy for you to play off-stream just for you. You can play it on-stream sometimes, but, like, there are times where, like, I just play COD off-stream and I just want to veg out, and that sounds like Stardew Valley for you, but that's a really important question, so I literally wrote that down as it was in my head in the book. So
right,
thank you for that. Like, interviews are like leveling up. Every so often there will be a person that comes through that inspires me to ask additional questions. You're one of them.
Oh heck yeah, I've contributed.
You contributed, so that is a question I'm going to start asking from now on. It's because of you.
Yeah, I know. Like, I guess I don't know if it's an INFJ or if I'm just making it an INFJ thing, but like, it's so funny because I am introverted and like people do exhaust me when I'm interacting.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I love getting to know people's stories and people's lives. A fun fact about me, I don't know if this is weird. This is probably weird, but back when I was in college, I would go to the park and I had a journal, and I still have this journal somewhere deep within the closet. And I would go to the park and I would people watch and I would write down a backstory for that person. And I would make their whole life story up in my head and write it in a journal. And I was like, one day I'm going to publish this book and it'll be called like Other People's Lives or something like that. And I was like, this is freaking weird. I need to stop doing this. I'm a little bit creepy.
This is so funny. That interview's over, guys. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. That'd be funny is if you were doing that and like you're doing tarot cards and you're like, oh, your future sucks. And you're like, I'd buy a lottery ticket if I were you.
Yeah, no, it's funny because whenever I do read tarot cards, I'm a very honest tarot card reader. I'm not gonna cherry coat. What is it called?
Please sugarcoat and cherry pick. But I will take a cherry coating any day, please.
It's cherry coat. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, I won't cherry coat anything during a tarot reading. I'm a very honest tarot reader, so like, just be prepared for that. If you actually want one, I'm not gonna bullcrap you.
There's literally one question I'm gonna ask you, and I'm gonna be like, I just want you to answer that. That's it.
I've made people cry. No, it was so funny. One time, back when I still had roommates and stuff, we had a girls' night where we invited a bunch of girls because I was in theater. So all the theater girls came over. We had a girls' night, and my roommate goes, "Kaylee can read tarot," and that was the end of it. It was just tarot card reading for the rest of the night, and like I did not know any of these girls, and it was so awkward because like one girl came up to me and she asked me this like question that was supposed to not be personal, but then the tarot cards made it personal.
Oh boy.
So I said it, and then she just started busting out into tears, and I was like, "Oh no, I've done did it." So yeah, yeah.
You're like, watch out for the big rig. All of a sudden, like a truck comes through the
Whoa! What is it?
house.
Yeah, for real.
Water,
Water's
thank
popping
you.
off.
He's popping off. So thank you for that. We got Cyber, we got Shiko, we got Nomad, we got Coyote, and Fairy Princess. Thank you so much. And these are tier 2. These are tier 2. Holy
Wow,
shit.
you, buddy,
Thank
got a
you,
better
sir.
sub
Guess
than I
what?
do. Oh, I'm jealous.
Let's see. Let's see. Water says, I've been playing the Ocarina since my graduation year. It's kind of calming for me when I play it. And then Slender Monk says Rocket League and Major League Baseball 21 are his picks that he plays off stream to kind of, as an introvert, you got to recharge your batteries. I like listening to people. I used to be a CNA. I take care of people, for a living. I, like to help people out.
Another thing about playing games offline is that, like, if you're only playing games on stream, it starts to be like a job and not
And
a
you hate
hobby.
it.
I did that for like the first month of me streaming, and I would be like, oh, I don't even want to play video games.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing I want to play.
You start to hate it.
That's very important. Yeah.
Water doing that thing. Yeah, I know what he's saying. He goes, I'm a loving away. I know that's what he's saying. Let's see. What about favorite food? Any favorite food or dishes or cuisines?
I'm a picky eater, but Italian is like my go-to favorite meal. So like fettuccine alfredo, bomb, and pizza. Yeah, all
You just
that.
had Olive Garden.
Yeah, I just had Olive Garden.
Yeah.
It's not real Italian, but we don't have any real Italian places around here.
It's
so I gotta take what I can get.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's. It reminds me of a certain somebody. I'm not calling him out, but like if you get like Taco Bell, he's like it's not real Mexican, and then it's like, but it. Olive Garden can be Italian. Taco Bell can be. It's okay. KFC's not really from Kentucky. My grandmother's from Kentucky. She didn't make chicken like that. It's okay. You can just say it. You don't have to pre-qualify it. It's okay. It's imitation bullcrap. Slender.
To be fair, Taco Bell meat is made with like oatmeal and stuff, isn't it?
I have no idea. If that's the case, I'm a vegetarian because I've been eating that the last couple days.
They just opened up a Taco Bell down my work, so it's been dangerous.
Look at those faces. I know. We didn't see any KFCs in Kentucky. Yeah, my grandma, it's like she didn't make chicken like that, but I, when I'm eating KFC, I didn't go, guys, it's not really like Southern food. It's not really from Kentucky, guys.
But Southern people down here will say that. If you get KFC and they're like, we're eating Southern food, they'll be like, that's not homemade Southern food.
Yeah, what are y'all talking about? That's good. When I went to Kentucky, I didn't realize how protected White Castles were.
I've never seen a White Castle. I thought they were fake.
So I go there, and my uncles are like, when y'all go back to California, don't tell them about the WC. And I'm like, WC? He's like, the White Castle. And I'm like, the White Castle? And my mom was like, it's this place with these little burgers, and you can get a bag full for like 10 cents. And, I'm like, I'm so down for that. I try them in the grocer's freezer now, you can microwave. They're solid. But like, it was my uncle literally was like, I don't want you to tell anyone about this White Castle now. I'm like, okay.
Did you tell him that there's a whole movie based off
This was 1992.
Oh, okay.
1992. So yeah, I was like, okay. And then I remember I tried Krispy Kreme, and it was the worst donut I've ever had in my life.
That's all we have. All we have around here is Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
That's all we have. We have all the fake places.
I went to my grandma's funeral. We flew her back in 92 to Kentucky, and I remember I fell asleep in the morgue, and I woke up and they're like, do you want a Krispy Kreme? And I'm like, okay. And I take a bite of it, and like there's like a sugar glaze that you like crunch through to get to the donut.
Yeah.
And so I can do a pretty decent Southern accent. So I was like, you want one of these honey coated sugar glaze, honey roasted donuts, cherry coated donuts. And I was like, holy shit. Like, oh my God. I can't, like, I went to diabetic shock. I'm just like,
Oh my God.
I can't do Krispy Kreme anymore. There are no other donuts. I can't, my mom loves them. I can't do them. Which is better though, Dunkin' or Krispy Kreme? What do you think?
Personally, I like Krispy Kreme over Dunkin'.
I'm a Winchell's guy. Do you know, you ever had Winchell's?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I love
Is it
Winchell's.
like a German thing?
What is it?
Isn't it a German thing?
Winchell's? I don't think so. We had them. I live in like the San Jose area of California, so like the Bay Area, Silicon Valley. I live super close to Apple. Like I could throw a rock pretty much and hit Apple. And we had Winchell's. My mom would take me there sometimes as a kid, and I'd get dentist. I had 4 root canals when I was a kid, so she'd take me to Winchell's. She would spike my fruit punch, so I'd go to Winchell's, and I'd wake up, and the car in my mouth would be hurting, and I'd be like, "What did just happen?" Oh, let's see, Winchels. Winchell's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was spelled something different.
There are no other donuts. Yeah, I think there's actually a Dunkin' that's being built in my area. I've never had a Dunkin' Donuts.
They have a bunch of stuff actually, like a bunch of different kinds of donuts.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why I like Crispy over them, is because they have like a lot of stuff that they put on their donuts.
Ah.
I don't know if you're gonna like that if you went to diabetic shock over at Crispy.
Well, my God. Okay, so I'll give you a little horror story really quick about donuts. So there's a place called Psycho Donuts. And I went there with my older brother, and you ever have like the chocolate, not the chocolate bar, but like the circle one with like the circle in it. It's like the ring donut. It's like the chocolate one. So I'll just draw a picture of it because I'm like describing like something that probably sounds dirty, but it looks like that, but it's chocolate. So I like the one where it has like the nuts on it. Almonds or whatever. So I go to Psycho Donuts, and it looks like really big slivers of almonds on this donut. And I'm like, ooh, chirp-a-derp. Okay, I want 2 of those, and I order my usuals because I'm not adventurous at all. And so, like, I open up the box, and I see a cricket leg in there, and I'm like,
what?
That's really weird. So maybe it's a fluke.
Just went on about your
Well,
day.
I thought it was on the box. It was on the box, like the lid of the box. So I'm like, maybe something's going on. So all of a sudden I take a bite out of it, and I'm partially blind in my right eye, so like all of a sudden I look, I'm like, that looks like a fucking eye looking at me. Bring it closer. I'm like, oh my God, that's a cricket's face. Holy shit. So I call up the place, and I'm like, you guys, there are crickets on this donut. And they go, but sir, you ordered a chirp-a-derp. That's what it is. It's a chocolate donut with sugar-coated crickets.
Ew, they're sugar-coated.
Sugar-coated crickets.
No.
Oh. So
I run a pet store, so we sell crickets and stuff.
Yeah.
And you would not, well, you would be surprised. You would be surprised how many people come in there and they'll be like, I need crickets or I need mealworms, and I'll be like, oh, okay, what are you feeding? Just to kind of like make small talk, and they'll be like, they're for me.
Oh
no. The first time that happened to me while I was there, I was like, what did I just get myself into? Why am I here? Oh, the Irish witch, she's at it again.
That is disgusting. Oh my God.
Wait, so did you finish the donut or no?
No, hell no. Hell no. I threw that away.
You went through the cricket leg, so I thought maybe your judgment
I didn't
was
eat
a
it
little...
though. I just saw it. I thought it was like an accident on the box. I didn't realize it. Like when he made a resting place on my donut, I'm like, fuck you. Like, crickets are pretty good though. Tarantulas and scorpions. No, Iggy, no. How dare you?
No.
What's wrong with you, sir?
Bad Iggy.
Seriously, Iggy. You know.
You banned.
Yeah, I just played an Anakin Skywalker thing saying I hate you. That is disgusting. Or I can do this one too. That's the nastiest thing.
I ever seen you do.
Alright. Ooh, what about favorite movies? Do you have any favorite movies?
Oh yes. Hold on. I have a whole list.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna read the whole list. Obviously, I'm not gonna make people sit through that. My top movie of all time. It's a weird one, but it's Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh yes, yeah, nice.
That is my favorite movie of all time.
Gosh.
And it was funny because in theater, I actually acted in a play, and for our final bow, we didn't do a final bow. We did the dance scene of Napoleon Dynamite.
Nice.
So I like to tell people that I know that whole dance scene. Let's see. My other favorite movies, Love Actually, which is a very, it's a love movie. It's probably the only love movie that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Hocus Pocus is
Ooh.
on my top.
Okay.
Those are my top movies, I would say.
Your top 3. Nice.
Do you have a favorite movie?
Yeah. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's my top 1. Tropic Thunder would be number 2.
Oh, also nice.
I don't like, so I have 2, and then after that it's just kind of like The Matrix 1.
Yeah.
Never Say Never Again. Yojimbo. What else? I'm looking in my room because I have movie posters everywhere.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I really need to decorate my background. It kind of just looks like a serial killer's house right now.
This is where we bury the bodies. I read their tarot cards and I'm just like,
Yep.
you're dying tonight in this room, actually.
You fat lord, eat your food. I appreciate the quote, Iggy. That's one of my favorite quotes. I used to be obsessed with llamas from that movie. So I wanted a llama named so bad and name it Tina.
Your mom goes to college. So Iggy's gonna
funny,
like.
I've actually cosplayed as Kip.
Oh, nice.
Good Kip cosplay. So I'll have to do that on stream sometime.
Yes, that should be like a 500 follower, 1,000 follower special.
Oh yeah, I still got my female Shaggy cosplay to do.
Like zoinks.
That's a good one. That was a good accent.
Mm-hmm.
A good impression, I guess I should say.
Favorite movie? What about TV shows? Do you have any favorite TV shows?
Like overall, or like
overall, or even current. You could do either or.
So overall, Scooby-Doo definitely shaped my childhood.
There we go.
Right now, I've currently been watching. My boss recommended me to watch Lucifer, so I've been watching Lucifer on my lunch breaks, and that's been my current obsession.
So it's funny that you mentioned that. I've never watched the show, but there is a meme of him holding like a 69 sign.
I haven't gotten to that part yet.
I don't know what that is. But I literally made an emote based on that. It's him holding a 10 out of 10 thing.
Oh, right, that's intense.
He's just like. I don't know. I have never watched that show, but yeah, it's funny that you
If I
mentioned.
ever get to that part, I'll be like, "This is the context." Now you know.
This is the context, yeah. Yep. So Lucifer. Any others?
I'm making Bobby watch Supernatural with me.
Oh.
So watching Supernatural.
Okay.
This is my second time watching it from the beginning. And let's see, what are some good shows that I just really like? I honestly can't remember any. I've watched so many shows on Netflix now that I can't even keep track of them.
Yeah.
So. WandaVision.
That's a good one.
WandaVision is the one that I have to watch. I need to watch that. It's still on my list to watch. Also, The Witcher. I still need to watch The Witcher.
Oh yeah.
By now,
Yeah.
but I'm not.
Geralt, you gotta watch that. Angel Senpai, she watched it for Jerry, I think she said his name was. Just kidding.
Yeah, Jerry. Good old Jerry boy.
She's still there. I was just testing to see if you were still here.
Checks out.
I couldn't ban you, so I just a little roast there. Just kidding. Actually, okay, I feel bad about that since I will do that again.
Oh.
Just playing a little Tetrio.
Oh,
Nice podcast, chill. Yeah. We try.
Have you ever thought about doing a podcast?
Yeah, my sister and I were talking about it just yesterday. So my sister Nona Bear and I, we do these things where we project about the future. So usually it's we kind of believe in, if we say it out loud, we manifest it, it'll happen. And she goes, I already have an idea for us. We're gonna do a podcast, and we don't even rehearse it. We don't even write it down. Like we throw up a topic, or viewers throw up a topic, and then we just go. And I'm like, I could do that. Like, no pun intended. I could wing it. I could, whatever you want to throw at me, I got it. And that's what eventually we want to do. Like, but we're gonna try to. So my mom's getting older, and my sister can't really work, but she wants to get into streaming, and we're gonna try to move in together. We're looking for a place right now to where we can all move in, and we want to do one where we do like a podcast together. Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
I've always kind of wanted a podcast because I can go on forever about any topic ever. So I've always thought about doing a podcast.
Streamer House? Yeah.
A streamer house. Let's go.
Yeah. I've got 5 sisters and 2 brothers.
Oh,
I know one of them streams. I haven't talked to her in a couple of years, but she streams. Nona Bear wants to stream. We're gonna get her there as soon as we move in. Waiting for some Nona airtime. I've interviewed her a little bit. I had to take our mom to the hospital. She's getting a procedure done, so I drove Nona Bear back here, and I actually interviewed her for a little bit. It's like 30 minutes. Then my mom called me. She's like, "Pick me up." So it's very quick, but yeah, I interviewed Nona Bear. Let's see. Where have I left off? What is the biggest accomplishment you've achieved in gaming?
in gaming?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Honestly, there hasn't been really. I know you're like an achievement hunter in games. And you're like a major
Guilty.
trophy dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say the same for me. I just if I get finished with the game, it's an achievement in itself. So my biggest achievement in any game is just finishing it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, I don't think I've 100% any game. I tried to 100% Spyro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was a mistake. So I haven't 100% any game, but it's on the list of what I would like to do at some point. I'm trying to do it in Stardew right now, where I'm trying to 100% everything, but that's gonna be a while.
Okay. I wonder. There's achievements in Stardew.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like if you craft every recipe, I think you get like a chef achievement or something like that. It's just like small things like that.
What's the hardest achievement in the game that you've seen? Where you're like, "Fuck that," or "That's gonna take me forever."
Probably the recipe thing.
Recipe thing?
Getting all the ingredients for that stuff is gonna take forever.
Water says, "Isn't E3 next month?" Yes, I believe that's June 15th. I want to say.
Oh wow, it's weird that all the conventions and stuff are starting up again.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like it's time for that.
Oh, I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I went to E3 2005, and I'm.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was
I've
great.
never been.
TwitchCon 2018 there is fantastic. I'm so. Let's go. Let's do it. Do it. To quote Palpatine. How do you deal? Okay, so if someone were to come to you and they were like, "I had a really bad stream, like the number." It's a 2-part question. So if they came to you and were like, "Hey, my numbers are really low. I'm getting really discouraged," or they came to you and said, "I'm having a bad day streaming. I had trolls coming in." What would you tell them? What advice would you give them? Nona, how's it going?
Hey Nona. Let's see. I mean, hold on. I said okay. So if they're just having a bad stream, I mean, usually it's just for one stream, and usually you can just talk to the people that are there for you. So like I've been pretty lucky with not getting a lot of trolls. So far, I get one every once in a while, but like my chat's pretty cool about it because they'll just basically bully the person for me or like roast
Nice.
them. So if you try and like troll me, it's just like an attack squad on you.
Nice.
But so like I don't know if it's like a numbers thing, like basically just ask them if you're still having fun, then you should still do it. And it's just one day, sleep on it, wake up the next day because it's only gonna be for one day. Like I've never had something like obviously I've had bad streams, but it hasn't like the next day has been like a wonderful one. So for as many bad streams as you're gonna have double the amount of good streams.
Yeah.
So that's
very true.
What I would say.
Let's see. I think we've actually finished all of the regular questions, so we're gonna get to the bonus ones.
Oh, bonus, yeah. Oh yeah, do I get bonus points on this?
Bonus ones, yes. So this one's okay. After this question, everything will be kind of faster paced. But was there a game that when you first tried it, you were like, "This is garbage. This is shit," and then you went back to it and you ended up loving it? Was there any game that you've ever experienced like that?
Probably Overwatch.
Oh, okay.
Or literally any FPS game, I think. Because I just get like aggravated, I think. But then I'm like, oh, that's not so bad. Or maybe even or Cyberpunk maybe.
Oh, that's a big one, yeah.
Yeah, Cyberpunk would be a good one because it got a lot of shit at the beginning and there was a lot of glitches. But at the end of the day, Cyberpunk is still a pretty game and has a lot of story to it. So those are probably the ones I would say. Overwatch though, I started it out and I feel like I started it out at like a really unbalanced time in the game.
Oh.
And so I was like, this game is really crap. And then they changed a whole lot of things with all the characters and I came back and I was like, yeah, it's not so bad. So probably Overwatch if I had to like settle on one.
Okay. Mine was Red Dead Redemption 1. Okay. I hated it. And then I played, what was it? The, excuse me, it's like a standalone DLC, Undead Nightmare. And I actually got used to the controls. I'm like, okay. And then I ended up loving Red Dead. And my little brother got me back into Jet Set Radio. It's a Dreamcast game. The rollerbladers that spray paint.
Yeah. I know what you're
He got me into that, and I was like, it's one of my favorite games ever. So here we go. Physical or digital?
I like to keep things physical copies, but recently I just haven't because there's no game shops around me.
That's true.
So yeah, most of my stuff is digital now, but I do like keeping physical copies of things.
And then inverted aim or regular aim? So inverted as in down is up is down.
Definitely. Hold on, let me move my mouse so I have an idea.
Could be with a controller too. Regular?
Oh, yeah, probably regular. Yeah.
What about on a controller?
I don't know.
Oh, damn it.
Probably regular as well. I'm not sure though.
Damn it. I'm inverted guy. Yeah. Down is up is down. I can't aim any other way. Nona's gonna have to check out Overwatch again. I'm hoping for I'm looking for validation. She's brutal like that. She's brutal. She's not gonna cut me any slack. She's not gonna cherry coat things for me on tarot cards or aiming or anything. She's just
I'm here.
In your face. Pandemic caused me to go digital. Yeah, pandemic, for entertainment, digital was such a blessing in disguise because we still got to watch movies that were supposed to go in theaters, buy video games. So yeah, it's been kind of a blessing, except for COD.
Except for the only thing that I will not go digital with is books. For a book, I have to have a physical copy of it, or I won't read it.
I'm getting yep. Was it Game of Thrones? I buy all the really big, thick books, like the unapologetic. Like I can knock out a burglar with that book. Are there any good dad jokes that you know?
Oh, can I tell my own jokes?
Please.
Bobby hates them.
Please.
Okay. All right, here we go. I have made up so many jokes nowadays, and my chat's getting so sick of hearing them, so I got a new audience tonight. I can't stop me. All right, oh, hang on, let me remember this. Okay, what did the alpaca boxer say to his opponent?
I can alpaca punch.
Oh, damn it. You weren't supposed to actually say it.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll say, I'll pack a punch into you.
Wow, I got it right?
Yeah, you did. You got it right.
Yeah.
I did like 2 other ones. I can't remember. I made one at work the other day and my boss hated me for it. So, oh my gosh. I like to make dad jokes when I'm under the influence of alcohol and ultimate dad finishing the joke.
Yeah, I don't have kids yet, but I'm so close. Like with the dad jokes, I should be married with kids by now. Let's see. Oh my god, the other day I found out I am better at inverted than regular aim. Like totally on accident, the game I was playing was someone in the controls for the mini game were inverted, and I kicked ass at it. That is the superior way to play games, is inverted. Just a little secret. Don't tell anybody. Sorry. Here's one for all. Which bear is the most condescending? Let's see. An unbearable? I don't know.
That's what, I thought it was gonna be something with Nona bears.
A pan, duh. Is that it? Aren't pandas related to raccoons? I thought they were.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Why would...
Okay, water made up that joke. Okay,
Panda.
let's see. What other hobbies other than gaming do you have?
I mean, really anything with art. I really, really love 3D modeling in Blender and stuff.
Okay.
I haven't had the time to, so mainly it's just been like drawing and tarot reading is obviously a hobby for me. But yeah, I mean, anything spooky, really. Like
Okay.
my best is anything spooky, and then 3D modeling is a big one for me. It's art in general.
And you draw on your iPad, sounds like, or your
on a drawing tablet.
a drawing tablet. Yeah.
On an iPad, it's just like a regular.
Are there,
tablet.
because Nona Bear does that? Are there any apps that are you like your go-to for drawing, or what do you?
Oh, absolutely. I use Clip Studio Paint, which I just found out. I just found out about it this year. Whenever I was like looking up tutorials on how to make emotes, and somebody was like, "You need this," and I was like, "Do I need it?" And I was like, "Oh, I need this." So I use Clip Studio Paint, which is basically just like Photoshop but for artists, like for drawing artists, like more in depth for drawing. So that's definitely my go-to app. I've been thinking about getting an iPad though, just to get Procreate.
Have you ever thought about doing like art streams or maybe commissioning emotes for other people?
I have thought about it, and I've actually had a few streamers ask me for emotes already, which I don't think I'd make them pay for it, just because like they're friends at this point. Like,
yeah.
I'll just do it. So I wouldn't mind doing that. I've definitely thought about doing an art stream, but I'm like, whenever I draw, I'm very indecisive in my drawing. So it'd just be me drawing the same line over and over until I like it. And I don't know if that would make for a good stream.
That's literally Nona right there. That is literally Nona Bear right there.
Nona needs to do art streams.
I remember her as a kid. She would have like a book, like like this, and you'd and she'd cry. She'd be like, and be like, "What, honey? What's wrong?" And she'd be like, "This line." And I'm like, "Are you okay?" Like.
Oh my gosh, that is so me. But it's so much better on digital art because like if you don't like a line, you can like trace around it and just move it slightly. It's cheating. Digital art is cheating.
It has to be perfect.
It does. It does have to be perfect.
Ooh.
So,
I love.
does your emotes, right?
Oh, I go to Fiverr. I go to Fiverr. But so I'm not much of an artist. I'm not much of an artist at all, but I have the ideas. I'm like, I will see something and I go, I want that. Or a lot of my emotes are actually winks and nods to other people. So if you don't get it, you're just like, oh, that's not for you. But there's some people where it's like, one of these days, I think I want to do in Discord, I want to do a thing where I have a picture of the emote and then I tell you what was the reason behind it or what I interpreted that to mean. But I have like other ideas that are coming out. It's just I have it in my head, but my hands won't let me do it. Everything.
The spirit is there.
Yes, everything I draw turns into something like this. It is just like
sad Luigi.
Yeah, it's just like Mamma Mia. My app isn't super fancy. It's for a Galaxy Note.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you got the cool phone, the cool artist phone is what I call the Galaxy Note. It's for artists.
Yeah, she's actually helping someone with the emotes right now, and so that's why I was, it's she's not charging them, but I was like thinking, her and I were bouncing ideas off each other, like podcasts and stuff like that, and I just said, when you become a streamer, I think you should commission art or like emotes for people, and that way you can make money streaming, you can make money doing emotes, you can do art streams. There's so many different ways. So when I found out you like to draw and you use like a tablet, I'm like, dude, you could totally do that also.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely thought about it, but I don't know. I just like whenever I start to get closer with people, especially like the streamers that I have gotten close with, it's just weird to take their money at that point. That's why whenever they come into my stream and they like give me bits or something, I'm like, why are you doing this? Stop.
After the stream's over, it's like you refund them.
Yeah, exactly. I basically just go to the
Okay,
stream.
I gotta ask this. Catholic guilt. Do you have Catholic guilt? Because I have that. You're Irish.
I am Irish, but I wasn't raised in any kind of Catholic.
Okay, because usually like that's such a Catholic thing that you just did, where you're like you feel guilty about it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, that's so in our blood, so in our
I
blood.
was in a Baptist household.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, because I feel guilty about everything. Like the lights could go out in the house, and I would be like, what did I do?
What did I do?
Yeah, what did I do to cause that? Ooh, if you were to cast somebody to play you in a movie, who would you cast?
I don't know. Well, here's the thing. More and more, since I've started streaming, obviously people will come in and be like, "You look like this person." The person that people keep, I've heard it like 3 times now, which it's been a while since I've heard it, but I've heard it like 3 times now. Is I don't know if you've seen the Netflix series, The Queen's Gambit.
Mm-mm.
I forget her name. It's the girl that plays in that though. She's like a redhead, but people keep telling me I look like her. But I would probably cast Kaya Scalario. I think that's her name. She played in the Maze Runner.
Huh.
She was the girl Maze Runner. And then she played in a thing called Skins UK, which is a UK show that I really love.
I need to watch more stuff.
But yeah, so that's probably who I would choose. Not very obscure people that I named off, but
I'm gonna have to rewatch this and like write it down.
no.
Muriel Heller.
Mario Heller. Is that the girl from the Queen's Gambit? That's probably her name. I can't remember her name. Oh shoot. But yeah, people keep telling me I look like her because I have really weird
Water
facial.
really quick. Not water Tyrese, but actual water. A little parched. Alright, let's see. I need to get a bunch of art stuff done. You guys are making me feel like I'm so behind and stuff. Kristen, oh my god, jeez. Can you get with it? Poor favor. Just kidding.
Poor favor. I take so long to do art stuff. I still have to make another emote for my channel that's been due for like a week or 2 now.
Any irrational fears or phobias? So for me, it's like Egyptian artifacts, mosquitoes, frogs.
Yeah, I have one. I have a really bad one. Well, it's not. I don't know if it's obscure. I don't think it's obscure, but it's definitely something that has affected my life a lot, and that's freaking vomit. Vomit. Yeah, I can't. I just can't. So probably that, and then I used to have a obscure fear of being buried alive in a coffin.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still a really kind of fear of mine. I know that will never happen, but it's very irrational.
Would you say it's maybe claustrophobia?
Yeah, no, I do have claustrophobia, but it's specifically the coffin and being buried in it too.
Ah,
Really
interesting. Did you ever see Kill Bill? I think it's Volume 2. Was there a movie scene that maybe sparked it, or
what, the coffin thing? I feel like it was probably some quest on like Fear Factor or
oh god, yes.
Survivor maybe.
Yeah.
Something like it was definitely some challenge show that I probably saw it on, and I was like, oh nope, that's a big nope.
If you were on death row, what would your last meal be? Price is not an option either. You can go crazy.
Let's see. It would probably definitely be like fettuccine alfredo for sure with boiled peanuts. Definitely have some boiled peanuts in there.
Okay.
and probably like some frozen yogurt with like crushed Oreos on top.
Nice. All right. So it looks like we've finished all the questions. We've done all the interview. Fantastic. Wow. It went off without a hitch.
Yes.
Going on the 2-hour mark. So as always, actually, if there's anybody in the audience that has any questions, let us know. If not, we always pick someone to raid, and it's your choice.
Oh goodness. Let's see.
Favorite scary game?
Favorite Scary game. Like I said, I haven't played a lot of scary games. I just started playing scary games whenever I started Spooky Sunday. So I think so far my favorite scary game I've played so far is definitely the Little Nightmares series that I just started playing. That it's pretty good. They made me play Five Nights at Freddy's the other night. I wasn't about that.
Oh, nice. I need to get that in VR. Five Nights at Freddy's in VR.
Oh gosh, yeah, they said in VR it's like absolutely terrifying. They said it's like actually bad. So I have not thought about the last meal thing. I have not. I just really love boiled peanuts and fettuccine alfredo.
I've never heard of boiled peanuts. I swear. What? Never heard of it.
What? Oh, you need to get you some boiled peanuts. They're really good.
Where do you get that? Do I literally just like get water and then boil it and just throw the peanuts in there, shells and all, or do I deshell them?
Yeah,
or
so the way we make it here is basically, so it's really hard unless you like have a propane tank. It's gonna take like a long time. So basically you get like this huge pot and yeah, you just dump all the peanuts in there, shells and all.
Okay.
And you put a ton of salt in there, and if you really want to get like, Cajun spices and stuff.
Okay.
And let it sit and boil for like 9 hours.
Wow. Wow.
It's not a fast thing to make, which is why like it's very much like I get it once or like maybe 3 times a year, and yeah.
I will have to look that. Okay, especially if they're like salty and spicy.
Oh, it's so good.
Mm.
It's so good.
I have to look into that.
I love it. I love them.
I've been thinking like 45 minutes. I'm like, really? Just boil the nuts and you're good to go? No, 9 hours.
Yeah, it's just soften up the inside, but like if you're looking for them anywhere else, like publicly, you can't find them. It's like impossible to find them anywhere. And the only places I found them is I found them in like this really small country town that had like a population of 50, and it was in their grocery store in like a pot. And then
oh my god.
There was like on my way down to Florida one year, there was like this lady that had a shack set up on the side of the road that you could buy from her from.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to find them, and they're like mysterious beans that make everything grow or something. I don't know. Oh my gosh,
That's
my
hilarious.
AC's broken in my house. I've been sweating nonstop.
Oh, same here. Like I'm in confession. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I did have a question for you, I think.
What's up?
Have you ever dealt, and this may be personal, so you can choose not to answer, but have you ever dealt with somebody in your community that's been in your community for a long time causing a problem?
Yeah. All the time. All the time.
Oh gosh, I'm so scared for that.
Where do you... Okay. So, let's see. Most of them are mods. Most of them are mods that have been like that. So there was one that I'd first become an affiliate, and he likes. So okay, I've kind of learned this over time, but okay. So as a streamer, your mods can tease you. They kind of should, but not to the point where if you have an average viewer coming in. I actually learned this during a streamer interview, by the way. I interviewed someone that was a partner, and I asked them about this. But your mods kind of set the tone also for what the audience can get away with. So if the audience sees like a mod saying that you're a piece of shit or your stream sucks or something like that, either it's going to turn them off and the viewers are going to leave, or it's going to set the tone for the viewer to tell you that you're a piece of shit and you suck and all this other stuff. So there was one guy that I modded him first. He was actually the first person to ever gift me a sub. And so I'm playing Call of Duty, and he's just like, "You're a fucking disgrace. You suck. You know, you're a failure," and all this other stuff. And he goes, "You're a loser." And I went, "Well, I'm a loser that got your money, so what does that say about you?" And he goes, "You're talking to me like that. I'm a paying customer," and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you can't, just because you give me $5 doesn't mean you own me at all. Like, you are paying for a subscription to whatever I am putting out. If you don't like it, you don't have to resub. You know, right. So I unmodded him. There has been mods where this is gonna sound really bad. So I'm single, and there was one girl that came in and she was just like, I love you, blah blah blah, and she laid it on really thick, and I went for it. And so she ended up going for another mod. She went for another mod of mine, and they fell for each other for like 2.5 months. And I was just like, I don't need this. Both of you are gone, because it just caused drama, and I just didn't need to see it. And so, yeah. Or there was a girl that her dad had died when she first saw me, and she told me, she's like, hey, when I go to your streams, it reminds me of him. Like, I feel like home when I'm in your stream. But then she'd come to my stream, and then she's like, she literally typed in chat. She goes, why are people here? Why are people watching you? They're losers. You're a loser. I lost 3 people that stream. I lost 3 followers that stream. So I had to talk with her in private. And I said, hey, could you just not do that anymore? And it's like, fuck you, like, blah, blah, blah. You know, I love you, but I am not going to have you tell me what to do. And I said, well, I'd taken away your sword. And she left. She never came back. But it's like, if you're like trying to be a part of the community and you are taking away from it, or you like, so for instance, like if there's somebody that I'm pretty vocal, like if something's bothering me, especially if I'm close with you enough to mod you, and I'm like, hey, it really bothers me when you're doing that, and they keep doing it, my trigger finger gets itchy. I'm like, am I gonna do I unmod them? Like, I'll just give it a chance. I'm gonna take this slow.
Right.
You know, because I'm a sensitive guy. I know I'm a sensitive guy. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a water sign. I know I can be a sensitive guy, you know. And so I go, you know, it's maybe me jumping the gun. Thank God for Nona Bear, by the way. I usually talk to her at night. I'll be like, guys, I need to talk to my sister. I'll be like, hey, this is going on. This and this and this person, da 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 da. And she'll be like, nah, you're fine. You know, just let it ride out. But there are times where it impacts me. It really does. And so I'm like, do I still go on, or do I take time off? Do I isolate them? Like, do I no sell it? Do I just not acknowledge it? Like, it's a really slippery slope. Especially the more people you get, this will happen to you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I understand that. I'm pretty small, so this doesn't happen to me a lot. But yeah, I'm still just trying to learn how to balance it, because like obviously I'm being myself on stream, but it takes a lot of time for me to open up to anybody.
Yeah.
Opening up to a bunch of people on the internet is a lot for me, and then just like finding that balance of like not wanting to be an absolute dick, but also being like, hey, this isn't good and you need to stop. So like in real life I can be pretty confrontational if I need to be.
Yeah.
But when it's like my stream where I do feel like safe and at home and like that's my place, you know, it's kind of harder for me to be that person. I
get that. So for instance, the 2 mods that got together. So my community, I feel like it's gotten bigger than me, to the point where like if I have a problem with you, maybe that's not the end of the world. Maybe you can stick around because there's a lot of people that you know, and just because I don't want to feel like a dictator, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have to get along, we don't have to like see eye to eye, and we don't have to get along, but just seeing these people and knowing that they talked all the time, it hurt me to like see that. And I was talking to people, I'm like, do I get rid of them, or like do I keep them, just because like they are a part of the community and I have no right to take them away from other people. But it hurt me. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it's my name on the channel. It's like my name on the Discord. I have to come back here because I got these people here to, you know, I brought these people in, so I have to represent my brand, and you know what I mean. So I made the choice to make me feel good to come back, because sometimes you what's the word? You feel very selfless, so you will let things go even if it hurts you. Mm-hmm. And you want these people to come back or feel a sense of community, but other times you gotta... Okay, let me ask you something. What advice would you give somebody who's going through the same problem you're going through? What would you tell them?
Oh gosh. I mean,
Because whatever that advice is, that's what you should take.
yeah. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's just hard to kind of figure that out. You
Well,
know?
I
You
mean,
don't want anyone out to be like that dictator, kind of like you
yeah.
said.
Well,
But also, if it's hurting them, then obviously put yourself first and your happiness first.
do you want to give me a very general example of the story?
Oh shoot!
Water. Oh my God, gifting.
What the heck?
11 tier 1 subs. Water has gifted 300 subs to the channel. Oh my God, 300 gifted subs. Holy shit.
Wow. That's
Wow.
amazing.
So we've got Skullrucker, Mick Rogers, Aggro, Hannibal, the Steinard, Sleepy Nachos Trophy Hunters, Assassin Peach, Jacqueline Bam Bam, and let's see, Mantimo, and Hello, I'm Creepy. Oh, I'm Creepy. Okay, Creepy got it. Nice. Thank you so much for the 300, man. Thank you. Let me give you another shout out there.
What a legend.
Absolutely. But yeah, do you want to bounce something off me? I love when people throw stuff at me. I can take it.
Let's see. I mean, like, so for one thing, so my stream I made it 18 plus, just because I didn't want to feel like I was being a bad impression on kids. So I made it 18 plus. But I feel like there is a kid who might have slipped in.
Okay.
That sometimes they're fine and sometimes they're not fine.
Okay.
And it's not like they're like hurting my feelings or anything. It's just generally, if it's just like they're not technically breaking any rules that you have set in place, but it's kind of it's like a gnawing on the back of your head. You
Okay.
know?
No. So you've clearly established that your channel is 18 and up, right?
Oh yeah.
And your conversations can get a little spicy.
Yeah.
So I'll just throw this at you. Have they specifically said their age?
Not specifically.
Okay.
I don't think.
If they don't specifically say their age on the stream, I think you're okay. If they specifically say their age, excuse me, knowing that it's an 18 and up stream, knowing that you talk about spicy things, that could nuke your channel.
Yeah.
So I would look at it as more of a, not a dictator thing, but maybe a self-preservation thing. So if they ever say like, hey, this happens all the time. I don't know why kids are like this. When I was 12 or 14, I never fucking I never went around like, I'm a kid, like, I'm 14. Like, you know, to watch, I remember Mortal Kombat 4, I said I was 22 or something like that. So if they say their age, they gotta go. That I would just say, just for your channels, is little Billy worth you losing everything you've built? No, not at all. They need to go. So that would be my advice to you. It's more of a self-preservation thing. They can. So as a matter of fact, I'll give an example. There was a kid that actually came into my stream the other day. He was super cool. Like, I had no idea how old he was. He was very articulate. Didn't sound like his age. And then he goes like, I'm 14. I'm like, dude. And I was like, all right, you gotta go. So he did an appeal, but he wrote and he goes, I really like your channel. I like the vibe. I will still watch and I will come back when I'm 18.
Oh wow.
There are some people out there that are like that. So it's a diamond in the rough, but they're out there. So if it's ever publicly known that you know the actual age, that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Bobby said, I don't think anyone has really said their age in my chat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a problem yet. I was just wondering if that had ever happened to you.
Oh,
obviously, community is like a huge deal to me. So
yeah, all the time. And it's nothing personal. It's a self-preservation for the channel. And there are people like that 14-year-old that's like, I will be back when I'm 18, and I don't plan on quitting anytime soon. I will be in the grave before I fucking quit. But yeah, that's my advice. Your tarot cards are like, you're quitting tomorrow. You're gonna be in the grave. And you'll be single for the rest of your life. The end.
God, gosh. So I'm assuming you've done a few tarot readings with them.
I did one. There's a streamer interview I did with Crescentine. She's a Twitch partner. I did a streamer interview with her while she did a tarot reading.
Oh, nice.
And so so she's like, there's a lot of good things that happen to you. Like, you get hurt, like, a lot. She's telling me, she's like, you're going to get hurt a lot. Mm-hmm. But you're going to get, like, a very happy ending, and you're going to be overflowing with something to the point where you can share with everybody. But she goes, I don't know if you're ever going to be in a relationship. So I'm just like, what? So, like, I'm like, that would be the question to you. I'm like, what happens with the relationship? What? Like, like the cards are just like, fuck this guy? No.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I remember I had a palm reading, and they grabbed my palm. The guy's eyes rolled in the back of his head, and he goes, no, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. It's like, oh my God.
No. She said y'all banned an entire middle school.
I mean, pretty much it'll be like, and they're usually the most vulgar. Like, It's like, hey, I'm getting, chicks on the side. I'm trying to be very classy with how I say it, but they're like, kitty cats, if you know what I'm saying. I get so much that, and he's like 12 years old, and you're just like, get the fuck out of here, like, literally and physically, get out of here. Like, you ain't getting any women. Shut up.
Bobby also asked if we had talked about backseating yet, because I have had a lot of issues with that. I have a lot of backseaters.
I get that a lot because I get lost, but I usually just laugh at them, and I usually don't. Okay, so no, actually, I was playing Resident Evil 8 the other day, and somebody was like, they told me the passcode to something, and it was something that was right in front of me. And so there's like 03080 something. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I read just the numbers, so 384 something. But you had to read the zeros also. And so I was kind of upset. I'm like, dude, don't tell me. It was right there. Like, let me figure it out. Because I feel good when I figure it out. It doesn't happen to the point where I get upset. Only like last week I got upset. So what about you?
Well, the first time I really ran it, because obviously you can't really backseat in Stardew. Like, I've had people give me helpful tips, which I always appreciate. Like, if there's like a helpful tip that's like, hey, you could do this, it makes things faster, I'll be like, oh, okay. But like, it started in that dead of night, when some people were backseating a little bit. Yeah. Because obviously whenever I'm streaming, my mind is not fully there because I'm trying to like chat, but also play the game.
You're 5 different things, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm not as smart as I should be in video games.
You're
I
fine.
know that. But so like if I take a long time and then I ask for help, it's fine. Because I know even Water had to help me out at dead of night at one point. But like, what was it recently? Little Nightmares had a lot of backseat gaming, and it's a puzzle game. So it was like that, like where I would be trying to figure out a puzzle, and they would give me maybe 5 seconds to even finish the puzzle.
Yeah.
And they would tell me the answer, and I'd be like, oh, now I can't do it,
Yeah.
I can't explore it. So that's been the most recent thing. Sorry, no, Water, it wasn't like that. I asked you for help. So like, Skull Rocker helped me with the Little Nightmares recently too, because like, if I've been on a puzzle for a long time, I realize it's not fun to watch anymore. So I'll be like, okay, now you guys can help me out. So, yeah, that's been the recent thing.
So,
and I was like, how do I address this?
Okay, so you could say, I think maybe the first infraction could result in maybe a deleted comment or maybe a timeout for like 2 minutes or something like that, to kind of set the tone for the whole chat. And then if it continues, then it goes to ban.
Yeah.
But then again,
the first time I had to deal with it, I was just like, hey, just so you know, this is my first time playing the game, and I don't really want help. And like, usually they're pretty cool about it if I say that.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's some people that just don't care.
Yeah, well, it's funny because Nona's saying, she goes, it works for me because I can just give him hints if I get lost. She's gonna tell me to shut up, but I consider myself more of a slow person. I'm not as fast as other people. It takes me a while to get things, but once I get it, it's like second nature. Yeah. Like, but for me to actually get it, I have to like really kind of stare at it. Like the camera's not even focusing on me as I'm saying that. That's good.
Hold on, we gotta process this too.
Yeah, it's trying to process me processing things. See, she told me to shut up. See, told you. Yeah, I should probably just be more harsh for that. So as a mod, it's more of a thing where, so as a mod, especially if you're trying to hit like certain goals, like 400 followers, 500 followers or whatever, every person counts. So it's a line between, do I want to set her back like 5 people or 2 people or whatever? Would she be okay with that? Or sometimes you got to look for like, maybe you should develop like code words.
Yeah, we definitely should. We've talked about that a lot too, because he's like, well, I was going to do that, but I didn't want to upset you by doing it. And I was like, well, you just got to kind of go with your gut.
It's very nuanced, yeah. I think a timing out, especially Nomad, I think a timeout would probably work. And then if she's like, most streamers will be like, hey, what the hell? Like, what happened? And then you can click to see what the person said. And then sometimes, for the most part, the streamer themselves, when they click on the name and see what's said, they will make the final decision to just ban them. I've seen that happen. I've done that a million times. But there are some people like, oh my god. So I'll give you an example. There was a girl that I modded for, and she was very edgy, and she didn't hurt. I don't like to ban anybody. And so you get people in chat, and they would just troll and troll and troll, and they would troll people in chat too. And eventually, I jumped the gun and I'd start banning. She goes, "What are you doing?" And she'd unban him. She goes, "I'm not getting offended." I said, "But it's not about you getting offended. It's about your audience. So just because something doesn't bother you doesn't mean it's not going to bother people in your audience, and you're losing people. So this person who's fucking with you doesn't care about your bottom line. They're trying to just hurt you. Mm-hmm. So you can have thick skin. It's like I said, very nuanced. It's a very gray area between people fucking with you versus like people that want to hurt you, and like you've got to get rid of those people. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just numbers. Pruning to keep the general environment inviting is worth it. Absolutely. But I've modded for like, if I were to count how many swords I've been given in my serious 2 years on Twitch, I would have an Iron Throne. I would have an Iron Throne with all the people I mod for. And everyone's a little different. You just have to make sure that at the end of the day, you have to. I've seen this happen before too, by the way, where a mod will literally try to hijack the streamer's stream. It becomes more about the mod than the streamer. So like a mod will come in and be like, "All right, who's getting banned today?"
Oh my god.
And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like, and I would message the streamer and I'm like, a gimmick for your stream should not be a mod coming in telling chat to shut the fuck up because they're going to ban people. That if they want to do that on their stream, they can knock themselves out. But the mod should never overshadow the streamer, and I've seen that happen a couple times, and it never ends well. Oh. Okay, we're back. Okay. So if you want to pick someone to raid, because my frames are dropping now.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, we could raid Hollow Jester. He's playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Okay. If you want to put their name in the chat, I will go ahead and do that. Sorry guys, I hope you guys are all still here.
Yeah, it took a little tumble.
Yeah, it took a little dip. As mods, we have to tiptoe before we're full-blown ban. Hollow Jester. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for having this interview with me. Can we get another shout-out, please, for PureArkaidia?
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks for the advice as
my
well.
pleasure. Love having you here. But yeah, it's fun. We finally got to work. Thank God. I was so freaking scared. You're welcome. All right, here we go.